Hello, guys, and welcome to Thursday. I am so glad to be here, and I'm glad that you guys are here with me. Hello to everybody over there listening and following the show on YouTube. Hey, Lady Sanchez,
Hey, Bubbles.
welcome to Thursday. Honey, this January 6th committee, I should have had different music for them because
Yes.
to have our music. We're gonna have to find something different for them. But today was kind of funny for me because I was expecting more, I guess, but today was just them telling us what we can expect um in these next upcoming trial proceedings, I guess. I was
hmm
excited for the cliffhanger they ended on. They said that they gonna subpoena your boy to come on up there and talk to the people. So
Yeah, that's gonna be the big event right there.
I want to see
I
what
wants
it looks like.
I wants to see if he actually show his ass up.
Well, yeah, that part.
I mean, if he shows up, that'd be a miracle in and of itself.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
He can't refuse to show up for Congress if he gets subpoena. Ain't that's why Steve Bannon in prison right now? Because he said he would. You can't make me go. And nigga was like, well, okay, bro. How about you just go take your ass to prison then?
Well, if he decide, well, that's my thing. It's a win-win either way. Either he show up and testify, or he don't show up and they slap his ass with some charges. I'm good with either option, really.
I mean,
Yeah,
so I want to see how he gonna roll this dice. I want to see which way these cards is gonna fold. But honey,
that's gonna be very interesting. I mean, all eyes gonna be on him.
all of
Well, well, that's what he liked the most with his incoherent self. So,
That is true. That is true.
he enjoys that. He enjoys being the center of attention, even if he looks like a complete jackass.
Uh-oh. Somebody didn't like what you said, darling.
Well,
We got Republicans in the house.
well, I would certainly hope that that puppy has better taste than that. They say animals are supposed to be able to sense evil and goodness naturally, so they should have sensed the evil around the orange clown, not me.
The orange clown. He do
That's
look
what
a little overbaked. Ah,
that's what I call him, the orange clown, because that's
listen,
what he looked like.
if I can get this damn dog to shut up long enough, I will. He barks at everything. I have had no peace in 3 days, and he is with me for another 2 days.
mm-mm.
Barks for just because, like he was literally laying on that pillow asleep, and I don't even know what set him off. He just jumped up and started barking. It's been 3 days. He's a
He
sweet
may want
dog,
to get
but
on
that's
some.
the only thing that's getting me right now. But
He may want to join in on. Maybe he just giving his view
well, I know he don't
on
like Days of
politics.
Our Lives because he showed bark for that whole 37 minutes that I was watching Days of Our Lives. He don't like that show, so um,
Oh,
Well,
that's
give him another chance. We did have Brady and Hoey on after all, so we can't blame the
what.
dog if he didn't like it.
Yeah, if they don't like,
Yeah,
yeah, I can't blame no creature under God for
right.
not liking Brady and Chloe.
Exactly.
I mean, it's Brady and Chloe.
but so I'm gonna be on mute most of the time because I don't want no barking in the replay. So y'all
Okay.
continue, and I'll try to pop in when I get a quiet minute.
All
Okay.
right, ma'am.
So is Sam gonna join us today, darling, or anyone else, or is
I
it?
don't know. They might be running a bit behind. Wait, didn't Sam just pop in?
Oh yeah, there she go. Hey Sam.
I be putting my phone down and not looking at it
I
when I'm
know
running my
mine
mouth,
down
so I
too.
completely forget who's here.
I was
Mm-hmm.
missing the loud dog, so I missed when Sam came in, but she's here now.
Hey Sam.
Hmm?
She must be working or on a phone call or something because she came in on mute.
Okay.
Well, y'all could start catching me up on days because I have not watched it yet. It drops early in the morning, but that's exactly when I head out the door to go to work. So I don't be catching days until I get home from work or the evening. So what did I miss?
So we didn't get really nothing. So today we got, I mean, we got some good stuff. We got Roman marrying Kate. He asked her to marry her, of course, that whole scene while she's on her last breath. And we got to see some playbacks. No, it was good. I
Well,
mean,
let
but
me.
I'm just saying that's what. So we got John and Marlena and Kate and Roman today. We did get Howie and Brady. But as far as any other, players, that was it. That was it for
Yesterday
today.
was Day's day.
Oh,
Yesterday,
we
the day before, I just
was
called
Dave. Yeah.
right. I just
Yes.
called up
Yes.
with Days. But so let me tell y'all that we got us a threesome.
Oh well,
That
yeah. You
that I
late on the
saw. I
threesome,
did
girl.
I did see the threesome, which had everybody had the Twitter
Girl.
grandmas and the Facebook grandmas all on
Yeah,
Twitter.
clutching their pearl, girl.
Now,
Listen,
Yes.
we actually got a real live threesome on
It was
daytime
real life.
television, thanks to NBC on Peacock.
That's
Now let
right.
me tell y'all something. I was pleased as punch with the entire thing. Now I know that the plot that that even a man needed to be involved was unsavory. I get that.
Uh,
But all that
whatever.
aside, right? Put that
Yes.
aside in the entertainment of it when they invited Alex over and he was just like as clueless as he could be sitting in the
She's so
middle there.
goofy.
And
Yeah.
then when Chanel finally says, "Well, if you can't say threesome, are you ready?" And and he
Maybe
was
we
like,
should be having one.
"Oh, that
Yeah.
proposal. Oh my God! Listen, I enjoyed um Allie, Chanel, and Alex. I enjoyed them from the moment he came to the door until he couldn't decide which one to kiss first when he left. I have to say that was the best threesome I've ever seen in all my life. All the parties was happy. And you see how cute it was, how Chanel just knew that Alex is in love with us now.
Yes, yes.
Sure.
I
I
just love
mean,
her conceitedness, girl. You got to love her. Why not? She
I
like
know,
shit.
right?
We all of that in the bag of chips with the soda pop on the side, girl. Like
We had
what?
already talked about it. Chanel, we don't care who she batting with. I'm Team Chanel, whether it be Chanel and Allie, Chanel and Johnny, Chanel and Xander, Chanel and Theo. Ain't that's his name?
She can get
Theo?
the Theo. She can give me Chanel and Trip hunches. She's hot
Even
with
Chanel and
all of
Trip.
them.
Exactly.
Yes,
So that was quite fun.
that was
it
a
is fun.
treat. That
I'm
was a good
interested.
treat, Sam.
I will say I'm interested in the fallout from it because the thing is, I have to agree with what Samantha from Sex and the City said a long time ago that the best person to be in a threesome is the guest star because the
Yes.
relationship is going to have some sort of issues behind it after the moment has passed because this is supposed to be like, a one shot. It's just a thing that they decided to do together and that's fine. But neither Allie nor Chanel is looking to try to make their relationship a throuple.
So let me tell
Oh,
you
oh,
something, darling. So it was actually so Allie decided to do the threesome
Right.
because she's already
In her
jealous.
feelings about Johnny
she's
and
Jealous.
shit.
already insecure
Hmm.
in her relationship. Now
Yep.
Chanel went along with it. You
Yep.
would think Alec is the guest star of that threesome, right? But I'm telling you, Allie was the visitor in her own threesome. Let me tell you, baby, that's gonna be that backfire because she was already jealous,
Uh-oh.
right? She
So
was
I think
already jealous. Then Chanel then already foretold that Alec is in love with her. So every time Chanel look up in the ceiling or at the stars, Alec gonna be questioning her. Just
I
watch.
got a different perspective on that altogether. I got a
Oh,
whole
Mm-mm.
do
different
tell.
perspective altogether. So
Mm-hmm.
Allie was already insecure and jealous of her brother and Chanel. Now
Mm-hmm.
she has brought in Alex with all his
Mm-hmm.
gorgeousness, all his
Mm-hmm.
smoothness, all his charm, sex appeal, and everything. Alex is like the fucking perfect guy, actually. And now
Mm-hmm.
they done brought in the perfect guy that done laid down the pipe. multiple times where both of their ass was smiling and grinning and skinning with each other and ain't stopped smiling since he left. Now, if you think you
Mm,
think Allie was jealous of her brother, she sure enough fits to lose her ish. And it's not gonna be
mhm,
because Chanel is interested in Alex, because Alex is all in his feels over Stephanie.
Hmm.
mhm. But
And
that's
that's
what she's gonna think, though, Sam. See, she's not gonna know that.
Yeah, I don't think
We
that there's
know, Alex.
anything to it, but that's, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's how she's gonna feel. She already,
yes,
the Johnny situation is what it is. But for her to decide that adding another guy into the middle of it, I do have to say I agree with Sanchez. She gonna be insecure left and right. She gonna be
yeah,
insecure about Johnny. She gonna be
yeah,
insecure about Alex. And it's gonna be like,
yeah,
and Chanel don't even have to do nothing. That's the part that's gonna make it a mess, is that all she got to do is be her fine, high self-esteem
yeah,
having self, and
yeah.
that's what's gonna really put a chink in their relationship.
Well, you
That's
know
gonna
what? Trip
drive
is coming back
Alex
because
crazy. I
Allie
was
was the
gonna
one.
get to that.
Yeah,
Yes,
Allie is the one that keep bringing up, or Allie was the one that keep bringing up the fact that she don't want neither one of us to be missing in their relationship, because I
Hmm.
believe Allie secretly is missing the D, and I think Trip
so
is,
go ahead.
and yeah, I think Allie is secretly missing D, and I think that Trip is gonna come back and really
Mm.
tantalize her now that she done got a little taste of Alex. She gonna be jealous of her girlfriend. And Chanel, everybody loves Chanel. Chanel is gonna still be herself. She gonna be beautiful. She gonna be running around doing her thing, while her girlfriend gonna be feeling left behind and in the shadows, and she gonna turn the Trip.
Well,
Well, I
here's
was
the
gonna
thing with
say
that.
that. I was gonna say
You
that. So
know,
she had that conversation already with Will, right? Before Will took off, she actually brought it up because he asked her, why would she think Chanel would be missing out on anything? Why is she being insecure? And
Right.
that's exactly what she told Will. She said, well, I know.
projection.
She said, I know I miss being with Trip. And I think about our time all the time. Those we were actually planning to spend a life together, and if all of this wouldn't have happened with the devil and everything, no telling. So exactly, darling, it's her projecting. So is it that you missing the vitamin D, so you feel like Chanel, just because you missing it, Chanel missing it? Because when she brought up the threesome, what did Chanel tell her? Baby, I am in a loving, committed relationship. I
Yep.
don't need anybody else.
Right.
You know what? I've made my choice, but Allie may
Yep.
be the one that's missing the
The
D.
D. Yep.
And Trip coming back,
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? And you
they
know
gonna run
the
each other
biggest
into the
thing,
Horton.
not to mention the biggest thing that's playing against Allie, unfortunately, is her DNA. She is Sammy's
Yes, she
daughter, and
is.
she's
Oh,
Marlena's grandchild. And if
oh,
there's one thing that's gonna happen to a blonde in that family, it's infidelity.
yeah. I can't wait. I
Oh
cannot
yeah, well she
wait.
done already cheated on Trip with Chanel. She gonna turn the faith and cheat on Chanel with Trip.
Lord, they done turned this girl into Elena from Wino.
Hey, listen.
I'm
Hey, I
telling you,
ain't no. So
was you
listen,
That's
I
know,
think
was
exactly
you
how it's going.
watching it? But
That is
wait
we
a minute,
exactly how it's
Dominique.
gonna go down.
we
Was you
talked about
watching
this a few
it
weeks ago.
when Chanel turned Allie out, baby? That's when
No,
Johnny.
oh yeah,
That's when the
after
devil had
Johnny
got
dumped
into.
her, when Johnny, yeah, I was watching it
Yes,
then, but
yes.
it never occurred to me that they would flip the script and then have her do the same thing. Because that's the thing. That was the
Yeah,
one thing I was disappointed with YNR, was that you had Elena turn around and cheat on cousins with each other and nothing really came of it, and it just never really occurred to me that Allie would do the same thing, could do the same thing. But you know what,
oh,
you're
I
right.
saw that
That's
coming. Yeah.
that's exactly how it's gonna play out.
Yes, because she couldn't, because she was never gonna choose, right? Because we all saw that last scene they had together when Trip was in the hospital and he decided to go ahead on and leave. That's when he crossed over and went to Beyond Salem. That was after he jumped out the window for her and took that and Bo came from heaven and brought him back to life.
Oh, child,
We
don't confuse me with the Beyonce Salem. I ain't even see the last one yet.
yeah, so yeah, Bo came in today's and brought Trip back to life. And and he saw her standing up there battling and didn't know what to do because he knew his place. He knew he wanted her, so he
Hmm.
made the decision for her. He did a Steffi Forrester. He made the decision for her. He said, I'm not going to take you with half a heart, because
Hmm.
I want you wholeheartedly. If I choose you, it's always going to be Chanel. I'm always going to have to worry. So I will remove myself out of it and you can have Chanel. So
That's grown folks' decision right there. Cause
that's
But
grown
you know,
folk.
if
Yeah.
and at the same time, we can have them also being confused about their sexual identity at
Yeah.
this age. This is the age where this kind of shit is acceptable. For
Yeah.
yeah,
Chanel to have both of the twins bouncing back and forth until she decides, because she's a goddamn 20-something-year-old. So
Yeah.
hmm
yes, these are quite appropriate storylines for these characters. And if Chanel do
this
come
is the
around,
time. Yeah,
yep,
this is the time for you. Yes, you're correct about that. That's part of the problem with triangles is that triangles do work, but it is a time and age sensitive thing. If you're still in a love triangle in your 50s, it's kind of like,
Yeah.
well, damn, when
it's
you
got to
gonna
look
sort
different.
your shit out?
It's not that it can't exist. It's just got to look different. It can't look the
Yeah.
same as a 20-year-old love triangle. It's got to look like a love triangle that's a triangle because of a 60-year-old motherfucking problems. My
Yeah.
husband can't get it up no more. Or my wife dried up down there. Or she got
Yeah.
cancer and I just can't, and she can't, it's all kind of stuff that true old people go through and that they have to get overcome, that ain't a damn
Hmm.
triangle with, they ex-girlfriend. Come
Or
on,
yeah, and
man.
not even just older people. Like case in point, even though it broke my heart to see Sharon and Nick break up, when
Yeah,
they had Nick cheat on her with Phyllis, it made total sense because marriages fall apart after the death of a child. They do. A lot
sometimes.
of marriage, yeah, a lot of marriages do a lot. But I want to say they say like
Most
your
of them
chances, yeah, your chances of your marriage failing after the death of a child goes up
skyrocket.
like 70% if that happens. So him falling into an affair with Phyllis, much as I despised him for it, actually made sense on paper.
Yep.
I still didn't
Hmm.
like it,
Right.
but I understood why it happened.
Hmm. And gender, and I mean not gender, but um um a preference, sexual preference, or I don't even know how to even call it these days the right way. But determining what you really think you want to, who you want to be with for the rest of your life, physically and romantically and sexually. This is the time to figure it out. When you in your 20s, do I want the twin
Hmm.
sister or do I want the twin brother? I'm here for it. Alex,
That's
you know what
actually
I
a good
don't like
story.
though? Hmm.
Hmm.
Maybe we shouldn't go into what I don't like. Let's keep going on what we like. um,
Okay.
it's something weird. Like, why do they have Alex and all his greatness pining after Stephanie? What? Did I miss
Yeah, he
something?
I don't know. It's like the way they played it, because I missed a few episodes, but the way they played it, it's like he bumped into her and just fell in love. That's how they set it up, which looked stupid as hell to me. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, it's really giving. Um, what was y'all thinking? I'm not buying any of this at all. For you, nothing. There's no chemistry. I think both of the actors are great. I'm not buying the story. It's just like, why is he head over heels for this girl? I mean, I don't see a damn thing interesting about her. And plus, she's the daughter of judgmental ass
I
Kayla and
know.
Patch. Those are the two most self-righteous, judgmental
Yes, people.
characters on Days of Our Lives, which makes me not interested in their damn daughter. So why do they have Alex and all his fabulousness?
Because they killed Abby off, so they needed a new judgmental person. Stephanie must be it.
Hey, her and Chad ain't hitting it for me either. I can fast forward them both at the same time, but Alex is too valuable in my opinion. He's got chemistry with too many people. But
But
Stephanie,
see,
she gives me nothing.
I can't really disagree with you there. I'm not too fond of her myself either, but also I do freely admit that yes, I think I'm a little bit prejudicial because I don't like her damn parents neither. They get on my nerves.
Yeah, they the worst.
So so I can accept that I'm predispositioned to dislike the character. So maybe I'm not really unbiased enough to really point out problems with her character because I already didn't like her from Jump Street. So because and I feel like, well, I don't want down the character too much because if I don't like you, I don't like you, and nothing in the world ain't gonna make me like you.
Who we talking about, darling? Sorry, I missed that.
Oh, it's okay, Stephanie.
I
About
figured
Alex,
that. I
yeah, about
figured that.
yeah,
Yeah,
about Alex
I'm with
being
you.
yeah, about Alex being oh so magically in love with Stephanie after love with whatever this love at first sight bullshit they trying to pull.
Yeah,
It's
child.
I ain't buying it.
I'm not buying it either. It's trash from the
Trash.
door. Then
I
they
can
got her
tell
I
over
plead
there
the
with.
fifth.
I
They have
can
her
tell you
over there
one
with
part.
Chad. Now they already have her looking like a hypocritical, and that's exactly what he did too when he came through that door. Called her hypocritical ish, and I was right there with him. You doggone right. Like, who is this chick? Who she thinks she is?
Right,
You
because
know,
he was right about what he said. She
he
sat
sure
right there,
was.
had drinks with somebody, offered them a job, got him further drunk, offered him to come to her apartment for a nightcap, and actually almost did until he couldn't pull through. But
Till
she
he
want to
stopped
judge
it.
him for asking her to go out for a goddamn smoothie on lunch.
That's right. Damn right. I'm
So he
already
got a
over
point.
her.
Mm-mm.
I'm
So you
over
see,
her.
she's shaping up just to be just like her mama and daddy.
Yeah.
So now I want to put a bullet on her. let me pass. I'm gonna leave her be.
One thing I will say is this. At least is why they picked her archetype to be I guess whoever whatever the hell this is going to be between her and Alex Kyriakis is because they do this whenever they do one of these things where they recast an actor as a different character,
Hmm.
and when it comes down to the romantic possibilities, I think they try to flow in the opposite direction the previous character was going.
Yes, I've noticed it.
Well, because
I've
first of
noticed
all,
it.
because let's be honest, if they should have learned anything from Gabby and Stefan when
Yes.
they quote unquote killed Stefan and
Stephanie.
then and then Stefan and then brought him back as Jake, and even though it's the same actors, Jake and Gabby were a complete failure
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
in any
Yeah.
shape, way, and form. So I guess maybe they might have given some consideration to, since Days of Our Lives sin had rode off into the sunset or sailed off into the sunset, that when they were considering the archetype they wanted to pair Alex's character with, they were looking for someone who was going in a polar opposite direction from where
Mm-mm.
Sierra was.
Trash but they did that to Sarah. They did that to Sarah. I do, and I absolutely, I love Lindsay Godfrey. I love her, but when they shipped her off after Christian shot up with all of that mess, and they had her stuck on that island, they brought her back the way she was when she first started out. So at this, and Zara, I'm a diehard Zara fan. You know,
Hmm.
but at this point, I can't even ship Sarah at this point because I'm like, they have her like over there like Stephanie, and I'm like, what in the heck are y'all doing with this here?
Yeah.
She absolutely adores, like, because she went from that bougie bee to, someone who absolutely understood and fell
Yep.
in love with Xander. Now
Yep.
they got her back as a total
And
opposite of
judging
that.
him. I noticed that. How
You
she
see
gonna be
Being a
the
that? I'm
judgy
mama
like,
Mc,
of the
being
leave
a
the
damn
honeymoon? Did,
judgy McJudgerton shit.
well, yeah.
yeah,
How you leave your damn
exactly.
honeymoon because he did something shady? Bitch, don't you know that you did shady shit with him? I mean,
Yes,
but
I sure forgot all
y'all
that.
y'all just hit a nerve for me.
They
Y'all
did.
with Stabby. Let me tell y'all something. If you like Stabby, you best to get ready to get your plate ready because they finna serve it. It's
Oh,
already
baby, we
begun.
finna
It's already
We
Oh,
finna
I
have
have,
a
I
whole
have no problem
buffet,
with Stabby.
Sam.
I like dealing
Sam,
with
we
Jake and
finna have
Gabby.
a
I
whole
couldn't
buffet,
stand.
baby. We
a
finna have a
buffet,
whole
a
buffet.
feast. Let me tell y'all something because the chemistry between Brandon Barash and I forget her name, Camilla Bannis
Mm.
was fire from the moment he was recast. From the moment he was cast as Stefan. I didn't think I would like him. I thought I would hate this new recast because I love Tyler Christopher.
Yeah,
Mm.
Loved his Stefan. I fell in love with him. Like he was the first guy crush I had on Days. I was like, oh my God, he's gorgeous.
yeah, yeah,
But um, Stefan and Gabby, today he started remembering, but he got so angry. He kept getting so angry, and that's one
yeah,
thing about Jake I didn't like. That he used to get angry and yell at Gabby, but when
yes,
Stefan do it, it's different. It's not an
yes,
angry. It's more emotional. You feel
yeah,
me? And so
Mm.
that's
yeah.
what heated up that hate sex with
Fighting
me
them
with.
feelings, girl. Like, I can't believe you got me falling in love with you, woman.
Right. And let's talk about the fashions that Stephanie and Gabby had on in that office today. They
Yes,
did look like King and Queen Demera. See, this
they
is what I'm
did.
talking about. The fashion on Days has picked up and stepped up
Yes,
hunties. I
yes,
mean, I
yes,
ain't seeing nobody look like shit.
yes,
I'm not. I'm
yes.
seeing regular people look regular. I'm seeing the people that's fabulous and extra looking fabulous and extra. I have to tell you, Dace is really doing some great things over there on Peacock. Stephanie and
They
Yes,
Gabby,
we
are.
are, baby.
And
Yes,
Stephanie and Gabby
ma'am.
about to do something on that desk at the mirror.
He gonna come. No, he gonna come through at the wedding. We not gonna get it there. It's all gonna come through at the wedding. We going into the fall suite, Sam.
No,
Her
so
and Lee gonna get all the way up to the aisle. Yes,
no,
ma'am.
Lee already said that he wasn't gonna marry her. He already done cut a deal. I think Lee is gonna help
wait, didn't we
No,
have?
no,
Wasn't
no.
there?
All of
But
that.
wait, in the fall preview, I saw Gabby in a wedding dress
Yeah, we're gonna
at an
get.
altar
That's what
with
I'm telling you.
somebody.
We going. We getting all the way up to the aisle with Lee, baby.
Well, why is Lee
That's
gonna drag it out so long? I thought that he was gonna try to save Gabby and try to convince Stefan that Gabby was his true love because I thought that Lee loved Gabby so much that he was gonna
no,
sacrifice everything so that she
no,
could have
no,
everybody
no,
and
no.
everything.
He
Well, you
told
know, Lee is
EJ.
trash.
What he told EJ, he cut EJ in on the secret. But like he told him, but he cut EJ a side deal in
Right.
order to keep that secret. So they're gonna box Stefan out, but that's the deal. You keep my
Yeah,
secret,
I
I'll keep
just
you at head of the mirror table. But but Stefan, as long as I will continue to make sure Dr. Rolf keeps supplying Stefan with the memory loss so he'll never remember Gabby.
Hey,
As
I
long as
missed that.
Stefan, yes,
yeah, I'm looking. I went to go look at. I just pulled up the fall extended preview, and yeah, they're for sure at a wedding. All the men are in tuxedos.
Child.
Gabby is in a wedding dress with a veil on her head. So
yes.
yeah, we're getting. So yeah, we're getting there.
I don't know how I
Yeah,
missed that
The
Sam,
wedding
part.
but that's okay, Sam.
the
That's
wedding won't
just
happen
making
though.
it's
But
gonna be more. It's just gonna make Stavy that Bill. It's like cause he gonna bust up in there. Let
He
me
gonna
tell
go get
you,
his woman. And let me
he
tell you
gonna get
something.
his
It
woman.
wasn't the time I love days better
Yeah,
than when
yeah,
Gabby Hernandez Demira was the
yeah.
goddamn HBIC at the Demira mansion. There was not
That's
a
right.
time I enjoyed better than when Gabby Hernandez Demira was the queen of Demira Enterprises. I
That's
can't
right.
tell y'all that's my fucking jam.
That's
Stephanie
right.
Gabby at the top. You know I love a good power couple, and both
Yep.
of them hoes is driven. Both
That's
of them
right.
want to rule. I can't,
Both of them.
I can't
It's
help but
coming.
stand.
It's
I
coming.
can't help but stand.
It's coming, Sam. Don't you worry. We getting it. And they making it good too. I like it. I mean, I like that because everybody around them gonna fall so hard. It's gonna be just so bittersweet when they find out
Listen,
how everybody has played a part in keeping them apart, Sam. Watch
but guess who gonna pull them
mm,
strings first? You got Johnny, and what's the little girl name?
Johnny and Wendy done hooked up.
Wendy.
Yeah, they gonna find out,
Wendy got it
baby.
hot for her brother Lee. and Johnny got it after EJ. How EJ treated
That's right.
Ava like trash. I can't wait for him to go down, and I want Johnny to be the one to bring him down too.
Johnny gonna be the one to bring him down because you see, Johnny done already figured it out. But you see, he thought it was EJ that, because he was like, he had that talk with Stefan, and he said, "Why is it that you was so much in love with Gabby, but you don't remember not one thing? What
Right,
exactly did Dr. Roth do to you?"
right.
But you see, he's thinking that
Oh
EJ had something
God.
to do with it. What
Oh.
happened?
I know.
Spoilers.
No. Spoilers and
No,
pictures. I'm gonna
please
let
don't be a
y'all.
bold spoiler. Yeah, let
It
me get
is,
this
but you
out
know what? I'm
before
gonna
you
let y'all
say it.
finish. Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all
let me
finish
get this
talking,
out
days, and
because
I'm
you
gonna keep
finna.
my mouth
Oh
shut.
Lord Jesus! So after so what's gonna happen anyway, Sam? So EJ just found out the secret though, right? Because it was Lee and Kristen. It was Lee that's been working at that whole time. Kristen found
Right.
out about it. She came in on the ass end of it, and she used it to bust up Chloe and Brady and get
So
Rachel,
hold on.
right?
Now go back because you just now said that Lee started
Lee
working with
has
Dr.
known the
Ross
whole four
first.
years that
So
Stefan
you
has
mean to
been
tell
on
me
ice.
he sat right there and lied today and said that it was all Gabby's idea? That he said that he came in on the end after Kristen had was working with
It's
Dr.
a
Ross.
lie, baby.
He's such a liar. I'm
I'm
so
telling
disappointed
you.
in Lee.
Yes, baby. It was Lee. It was Lee. Where Lee has known the whole time. It's been Lee that's been keeping Stefan's body on ice, Sam.
Yes.
It's been Lee.
Hmm.
So that's why I'm telling you the fallout is gonna be good, baby. The fallout is gonna be good, baby, because Lee's been sitting on this shit the whole freaking time. And then Kristen found out. He cut her in on it. She used him to bust up Brady and Chloe, and it didn't work, right? It didn't work. So EJ just found out about the shit, but he finna go down for the shit because he the one that took the deal with Lee so he can have the head seat so he can run the mirror
You know
and
what?
cut
And you know
Stefan
what?
out, baby.
While you
And
said
cut
that,
Stefan out. Yes, ma'am.
What was that, Bubbles?
I had to, yeah, that was
Or was
me.
that you, Sam?
Yeah, that was me. So so Lee. So Lee asked, he's sitting up here. All he wants to do is to keep the damn board seat. So
That's
he
it.
about to sell Stefan down the river and Gabby too. See, that's what I'm messing. That's
Mm-hmm.
what's making me
These
bitter.
hoes ain't love, girl.
That,
Yeah, that's making me real bitter that he literally engaged to her.
yeah,
He's literally gonna
because he
use her.
wanna. Yeah.
Ooh, Lee.
So
He's
He
cute.
he want to possess Gabby. Girl, he want to possess Gabby as long as he have her as his wife. He don't care, baby. He does not care.
But you know what? He very ruthless because he literally would marry her, keep up. But didn't he say that he was gonna dump her though?
that's what he
No, I didn't.
He told EJ that because EJ was like, "Well, you're engaged to Gabby. Y'all supposed to get married." And he was like, "Look, dude, don't get it twisted. This company is more important to me than anything. And
He sure did.
if I got to
Yeah,
help Gabby to get this company, then I guess you about need to get your shit together because then she'll be with Stefan, who will remember everything, and you ain't got a chance." He shut
he.
EJ's mouth up so fast today,
That's
yesterday.
right.
It was this morning. I could do nothing but laugh when he sat there and told EJ. Well, it was yesterday. He sat there and told EJ, yeah, who you think had Stefan on ice? Why you think Stefan don't remember nothing? That's all me, baby.
Yeah,
I'm this train.
Mm.
You
that's right.
messenger.
Hurry
That's
up and
right.
taking credit for that
I
bullshit.
I can't wait for Wendy to smash his face in.
She gonna
Wendy
fuck it up. Yep, she
and
gonna
Yes,
fuck
Johnny.
yes,
How's Johnny my favorite Demira? How the hell
yes.
did that happen? Well, she's my
Johnny,
favorite male
a
He's
little
Demira.
actually he's
sweetheart.
the
She's my
most straight.
favorite female.
Honestly, he's the most straightforward one in the whole damn family
Yeah,
at this point.
yeah.
He
Yes,
really
indeed.
is.
And
Now I love Kristen.
he
Now
gonna
she's the
bring,
queen.
who is that?
Which Kristen is the queen Demira.
Oh
She's
yes, oh
she's
Oh
the
yes.
yes,
queen
for
Demira.
sure.
Period.
But you
Oh
know
wait,
what?
she sent her little flower to Marlena today. Did you see that shit, girl?
She shared the orchid.
No, it was like a cute little joke. Like, like basically if this is just a preview of the real deal.
Mm.
Kristen didn't send that to her. Orpheus sent those flowers to Marlena because she read
Oh, that was Orpheus sent the flowers with the card?
I'm
the.
still waiting. I look.
I
The
thought
only thing I
Kristen did
want,
it.
I'm waiting for Kristen to get that. I want Kristen to get Chloe. I need her to get her back.
I
Oh,
I
she
think
need
coming.
her.
Her,
Chloe
she
needs to
getting
be
I
hers.
need
DEAD.
her to get
She
her
getting
ass.
hers. She getting hers, darling.
She need to
That
be
bitch.
DEAD. I mean,
Oh,
she's just a foil to me for the whole show. Ever since I started watching in 2018, I have not liked Chloe Lane. I don't like her character. I
I
don't like nothing
used to.
she does.
That's the thing. I used to like her, but I hate her. Anytime her or Brady are in each other's proximity, they bring out the worst in each other.
Yes,
They
I
I
really
got the
can't.
do.
same.
I cannot.
When is
Yeah.
our Peter baby coming back? When is my not Peter baby?
He'll be back. I think at the end of this month.
Philip,
Yep, he'll be back at the. Philip will be back at the end of this month.
and we getting a
And and
recast.
darling, I did like Chloe with Philip at first, but after she messed his head up, baby,
Oh,
Yep,
I'm
I have
not gonna
nothing
forgive
for
her
Chloe.
for that
I
after
have
that
yep,
last
nothing
go
for
round.
Chloe. I have
yep.
nothing
I
for
mean, I ain't
Chloe.
gonna lie. I've been 10 toes down for Phil since the last
You
blast.
damn right.
But
I'm
but
Team
now
Philip
these
day
days,
one.
man, I'm so disappointed in her for that. And I'll be like, and I'm yes, all these years later, I'm still sitting up here frowned up at Chloe and Brady like y'all ain't been able to make this shit work in over a decade. Come
They
on,
ridiculous together. They ridiculous together. I don't
not for
see
me
one damn
anyway.
thing to like about them.
I know all couples have their fans, even the most improbable ones. So obviously they have fans, but it's just I just have not been one of them. Maybe I liked them a little back, way back in the day when Kyle Lowder was still Brady, way back then. But after that, it just never happened. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to cut the cord on that.
Really
I
quick,
think the one good thing we got out of.
What
Go
was
ahead,
that,
Bubbles. I'm
Bubbles?
sorry.
are we still gonna keep this to just an hour tonight? Because I did not have time to announce that earlier. Are we gonna do just 1 hour tonight?
Yeah,
Uh,
that's
we
fine.
can.
Yeah.
There's not a whole, aside from I didn't well I didn't watch GH today, so I don't know if they did anything worthwhile. So there's not a whole lot going on, but what I will do, unfortunately,
About to, yeah, bring us the
yeah,
bad
well,
news.
well, here's the thing. I'm sharing something to the message chat and on Twitter, y'all. I'm on my phone, so I can't put it up for y'all to see. But y'all go take a look at it.
No, I'm not going, and
Tell me,
I don't want
just
to
tell
talk
me
about
what,
it
tell us what it is, darling.
Yeah,
Just
listen.
go
I
on
have
and
not
just
Okay,
seen
rip the
nothing.
band-aid.
apparently it's from I think my original theory about Steffi taking herself to hell on home early and leaving Aspen to her parents is correct. Because on the socials, yeah, Bubbles, I seen you didn't synced it. They're making the rounds of what looks to be, I guess you could say, the afterglow of Tridge making love in front of a fireplace. And the look on Ridge's face is
He looks
not
like he's
complimentary.
he looks like he's made a mistake. You look
It's not complimentary. Not at all.
No, girl,
like
don't
you made
know.
a mistake. He
Why would he be? I mean, is it supposed to be? Is he supposed to be looking like that?
Well, I don't know, because the thing is, this picture is making the rounds, so I don't know where it came from originally, and there's no context with it. But it's TK and it's Krista, and it's obvious that sexual shenanigans have taken place. She's sleeping, and he does not look like he's in afterglow territory. Not the kind that you want to see on a couple that's
Oh
back
my
together.
gosh! Oh my gosh!
So I'm like, I saw that and I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, wait, is this a fan edit? But then I looked
So
at it
listen,
closer
let me
and
just
I
tell you
was
what
like,
it
this
is.
ain't no
And
edit.
and this is how come I can't put bold and beautiful no more. This feels like what they did when they did that disgusting ass COVID one night stand between Steffi and Liam. And the next
Yeah,
morning with the tequila all over the place, Steffi
yeah.
with a disgusted look on her face with that nasty pig on her fucking sofa. So this is how they treat. This is how they do love scenes for our queens.
I'm gonna share
Wow.
this so you guys can see
Go
the
I
ahead.
don't even want to see it.
well close your
Like I said, there's no context, but I mean, I'm an adult. I can
Let
make
me
sense of
see.
what I'm seeing.
She took his Petey Bird virginity, and he laying there thinking about Brooke making that CPS call. That's
Oh
exactly what.
Lord.
And
Oh
she's sitting
man.
there
Y'all.
all dick down and satisfied, like her life is getting ready to be great again. But he's laying there thinking about Thomas Forrester has a knife. My name is Brooke Forrester.
Yep.
Logan. That's what he's gonna be sitting there replaying that damn call
Oh Jesus.
over and over again. He's not sitting there thinking about how he ran up to Aspen and chased
And
Taylor.
lied his ass off.
Right. He thinking about talking to Brooke that one last time. And now he in the bed with Taylor. That's what this shit is. That's exactly what this shit is. Is Ridge thinking about his Logan.
Mm. That takes me all the way back to when Steam got married the second to last time, when Liam kept thinking in his head what Hope was saying about him marrying Steffi, and I was like, "Are y'all trying to make me despise this reunion because you got the man who's asking Steffi to marry him, even though that's not what Steffi asked for, but you making it sound like he's asking her to marry him because Hope told him to do it. Why does he keep flashing back to what Hope told him to do, and now he's done it? Because that basically is telling the audience he did it because she told him that that's what he should do because it was the right thing. I was like, ugh, there are ways to ruin things, and Bell will always find a way to ruin things. It's what he
That's
does.
why I just made my mind up. There's no point in, it's really
I'm
something.
sorry. I'm laughing because can't say it, and on the freaking floor apparently. So, mm, mm. That's some low level shit right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Knowing good and well Bill Spencer got beds at his damn cabin.
Several of them.
It's a
yeah,
lot.
but
Several of
see,
them.
but they ruined Aspen when they had Ridge literally still thinking about the CPS call when they was on top of the mountain. That's when I was really
Exactly.
through with it because it proved right then and there what his motivation was. They're
Yeah.
telling us that and then he turned around
Hmm.
and lied to her. I mean, I can't
That's
say enough that
exactly
stories are meant to
lying.
be dramatic and fun, but this shit ain't fun no more. It's
No,
disgusting.
it's not. I mean, it's some crap where it's like this is part of the reason why I've been so back of the bus and I ain't inched out of my seat because I'm like, there's I forgot which movie it was where the characters were talking and the woman told the man, "I'll take you anywhere I could get you." But the thing is, that's not always what it's cracked up to be. It's like telling somebody, "I'm gonna take you anywhere I could get you." That's not romantic. Not for me anyway. I don't
So
find it
yeah,
romantic.
it's like you know what? It's like almost to me, it feels like they're trying to do to Tridge what they did to Steam, just really make you
Pretty much.
despise it and loathe it, like a disgusting thing.
Hmm. I mean, and the thing is, we all know that this is all gonna go nuclear at some point. And the thing is, when it does, Taylor's going to feel like she has been lied to, and she has been.
But that's not even going to be addressed. That's not
No,
going to
it
be a
won't,
point of
and that's
view.
what's gonna
That
piss
won't even be a
me off.
story. The story is going to be that Brooke and Ridge got back together, and Taylor is sad. That's it. She don't
And
have
that
to
it
be
all
happy.
happened because
She
of
won't get.
Thomas.
She won't get a man. She won't even get the worst of them. She won't even get Deacon. She gonna be like Steffi, sitting on the sideline for the next couple of years because Krista Allen is that good to give us all that torture and torment. But she's so good that I don't want to damn see it because I have
I don't
issues
want
and
to
I
see
can't be
that.
that sad all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah.
mean, she may put in a performance to really, rack up some points on the Emmy side, which of course,
On
that's
her
Yes.
great
way
and
out the
everything. But
door,
I don't,
hopefully.
but I don't want to see Taylor suffering. And that's
Well, I
and
just don't
Sam,
want to
you
see
hit
a
it
story that's going nowhere. I can watch a story with people suffering. I can do that, but it's got to be
over
going
this shit
somewhere.
though.
There's
Whew.
never. There's no characters here that ever go any damn where. It's a hamster wheel. So she gonna sit there and she gonna be heartbroken. She gonna gather herself
For
up.
months and months
Ridge
and
gonna stop
months.
flirting with her again. She gonna get hope again. She gonna Brooke gonna do something again. Ridge gonna waffle again, and we gonna end up back in the same position we in now.
And
Again.
and that but it's
I feel like a mental patient,
no, you're not. You're only a mental patient because you're a fan of this soap. But that's the thing that
but I'm
pisses
no,
me
I'm
off
becoming.
is that
I have become not a fan.
yeah, this is the kind of shit that pushes you from being a 24/7 fan to being a casual viewer. Because when it comes right down to it, no matter how you slice it, so this is gonna happen before they go back home to LA. Obviously, Steffi probably gonna shoot her ass out the door and be like, "Let me give my parents room to roam and let them do what I know they want to do and leave it at that." But this is what's gonna piss me off is that when everything comes out, Bridges lying because that's what this is him flat out lying. This
But you know
is
what
him
though? But see,
omitting the truth.
there's there's no point in even talking about it. You know why? Because Ridge's lie is not going to count because he was the one manipulated. Even though we know he told the goddamn lie on that mountain, immediately the fandom immediately screamed he just lied to her face. But that's going to be wiped away in the mind fuck. Nothing that Ridge does is going to have consequences because he
At
has no
all.
agency. He's just a puppet that Thomas has been puppeteering around to do the things to make him hurt his Logan. It was not Ridge's fault.
Exactly. Now, and then that's the thing. If they actually, and you said it right, agency, character agency, if they actually practice that with everybody, that might make the story worth something at the end of the day. But they don't, so it's worthless from start to finish and everything else in the middle, too. Nobody's gonna be responsible for anything except for Thomas, of course. And he's gonna be responsible for what he did and for breaking poor Brooke's heart and blah 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 and interrupting destiny and whatever the hell else they
Right.
want to
But all
call it.
that Brooke has done over the years, since 2018, and even this year, how vile and vicious she's been. None of that's going to, I mean, all that gets washed away too.
Same thing happened with Shauna, Quinn, and Ridge.
Mm.
As soon
Yeah.
as Quinn told Shauna to drop those papers, that's the thing that kicks me out is that this is a complete wash, rinse, repeat of that
That's what I
blueprint
mean.
down to the wire.
Same,
That
we end up in
e-
the same position.
right,
Right.
even though the reasons they had for signing those divorce papers were real because of all kind of shady shenanigans and bullshit that had gone up to that point, the
Yeah,
second
it
Quinn
didn't
told
matter.
it didn't matter once it came out that well Quinn was the one who told
Quinn was
Shauna
the one
to
that
file
picked
the
And then
it.
papers.
guess
Yep.
what? And
Yep.
on top of that, all the problems that they had in their marriage, they got to blame on Quinn. What was the
Yep.
story? Quinn tried to destroy our marriage. No hoes. Y'all destroyed your own shit. Quinn
Because she
tried to
put
put it
that
out. You must
videotape
but
up on
that's how come I'm done. I can't do
yeah.
it. I'm
It
tired of them
went
trying
from
to mind
Quinn
fuck
tried
me.
to destroy us because she put the videotape in the little picture collage when they was having
Oh
their
right. That was
anniversary
Quinn's
party.
fault too. Right.
But it wasn't Quinn's fault, but it became her fault after
Because
all of that.
her
Be,
husband couldn't get a boner and she got divorced in the end of the day.
exactly. But it was
And cheated
Bill.
on with
The
a
fault
honey
was
dip hoe
Bill
for
and
all that.
Bridge. We
Yeah, but
forgot
that honey
about
dip hoe,
they
she
didn't
gets
even
no
hold
smoke.
Bill. They didn't even hold Brill accountable. Just because Quinn put the videotape up of them kissing, that became the angst. Not the fact that Brill was kissing, the fact
Right.
that Quinn put the videotape up.
That
So in
she
other words,
exposed
it was
it.
okay. It was okay for them to
That's what I
kiss.
had said a while ago. It doesn't matter what Brooke does, because nothing she does to his kids matters. Literally, this whole thing is she lied to me. But she done took your grandson. She done took your Thomas' son away from him. She wrecked Kelly's whole life. Not her whole life. She wrecked Kelly's Steffi's pregnancy. She consistently goes after and trashes your son, your whole family, and now they get pissed. They fight back, but you still not mad. You just mad that she lied to you. She can try to kill your son for dead. That's what I'm saying. There's no use. There's no use. The whole story now is Thomas is trying to tear them apart. Thomas was trying to get his son. He had him. Everything looked great. But since Brooke has to have some angst, Thomas has to tear them apart, and because now everything riding on Brooke and Ridge. Thomas, I'm just done. I just can't. I get frustrated.
I don't blame you because it's horse shit. It's horse shit, and it's not even entertaining or well written horse
it's
shit. It's
it's
just
it's unintellectual bullshit. I mean, is when it don't make logical sense from the get up to me, it angers me. So why would a person that got everything going their goddamn direction just all of a sudden say, I'm gonna risk it all because I'm tired of this bitch? Not when you can cuss her out every day like you already is in front of everybody. She drag you, you drag her. I think that's just gonna get. But he gonna risk it all just to tear her away from his raggedy daddy that ain't shit. Get
who
the fuck out of here. I just can't.
and
I
that's
can't
the
with the
part that's
logic.
gonna piss me off. And I'm not even gonna get the satisfaction of having anyone on the canvas acknowledge that Ridge really isn't shit. Cause he really
Well,
isn't.
nobody acknowledges on the canvas that Thomas saved Liam and Bill ass out of jail. So we should have knew from the get up that when they started treating Thomas like none of that shit never happened, that it was another hatchet job. I just can't. You can't get invested in a show where they just
Mm-mm.
up and stop and turn on a dime and go backwards and think that you're supposed to not remember. I just can't.
Mm-mm. Not at
I'm
all.
done.
That's just like
I just get to the point where life is too short for entertainment to make me angry.
Listen,
correct.
guys, I read a tweet or something today. I don't even, I can't keep track of the days anymore because I feel I'm stuck on crazy. But somebody said, why did the Thomas fans think he changed just because he got Bill and Liam out of jail? Like, that's not supposed to mean anything. Well, then why did he do it if it ain't supposed to mean nothing?
I could have had
And
Liam
and
in jail getting shivved. Give me
and
something I
even
want,
before
damn it.
that, well, before that, when they thought that Liam fathered Hayes, he was the one telling Hope to forgive Liam, that he know he made a mistake. I remember that whole damn conversation. So you mean to tell me? So now his motivation, see, this is the thing, the prop. His motivation ain't that he's obsessed with Hope. Now it's just to tear Bridge apart. It's still nonsensical. Thomas had everything going for him. So this character means nothing for them. Just like they plopped Sheila in front of him to confess all her crimes out of the blue, and he hadn't done shit. It's just gonna stay the same. It's gonna stay the same.
Now, I was thinking if they was gonna make it interesting, maybe Brad gets locked in a closet or something. But what if the only people who find out, and we know it won't happen this way, but what if the only people who find out about what Thomas did are the Morone Foresters, and they take care of it within the family as a family, and then eventually Brooke finds out and she finds out that Ridge knew and he still didn't come back to her. I would accept that. I would accept that. I know they're gonna still break up,
I don't care. I
but
just
I
jealous.
would accept that.
Mm-hmm.
Where is Ken?
Yeah, that's one of my theories, Bubbles. I don't know if we're gonna get it, but I'm hoping we are.
No, I think Can must have been on the move because she did see the picture in the chat, and yeah, I remember that ragged ass green blanket. Lord, they really do not change anything in these sets, do they?
Y'all, I just had to block my first person.
What?
Okay, wait. First spoilers are out. Tara has beat everybody to the punch.
Well,
Week of 10/24. An unexpected proposal of marriage is made. That's only one or two people. It's either God and
And
Eric or it's Ridge and Tara.
I mean, Deacon and Sheila making each other dinner and calling it, that's my man, sizzle from
How,
my man.
but how he gonna get married to a dead woman though?
that's true, darling.
What a name,
Ah,
Lane?
that's true.
What name? Nicola, Liga, whatever name she
Now
got.
what the hell is this?
Nicolino.
Wait, Tara shares a juicy secret with Thomas, and Hope is startled when her past meets her present. What past? What
Thomas
past?
Page.
No, when her past meets her present. What past does Hope have that's not already in LA? Oliver Jones?
What I said about one of them dicks she bounced on in Italy coming talking about, oh, I never got over you and must have you now. And she,
And
ooh, I don't know, this the dick
yeah. Yeah, Katie ain't giving Bill shit because one of the spoilers out for next week is Katie kisses Carter.
Mm.
That was coming.
We knew that was coming.
Yeah, that's not
Bill
a
gonna
spoiler.
make Bill gonna make his pitch, and she gonna rightfully so shoot him down. Cause the only thing more pitiful than the shit going on in Land right now would be Katie getting back with Bill after he just finished gargling with Brooke bathwater.
Mm.
Although I guess at least somebody is being allowed to get the hell away, get the hell on from some of this trifling shit.
I just need them to tell me.
Oh Lord, they got a picture of Brooke looking all kind of fucked up.
Oh, see,
Can
they
we
Brooke,
see the picture?
Brooke
Because
processes
she
her.
was looking terrible out there in Aspen, y'all. I mean, I really love the actress, but baby, that foundation or that lighting, whatever that was going on, you can see straight past that foundation. It
Well,
didn't even look right on the baby.
I think that might have been intentional. I mean, because they want
Oh,
her to look miserable.
oh,
And what is this? Thomas's spoiler for what kind of okay? This is a questionable dress. Oh my goodness! Now I
it
like the color.
they made.
I mean, I like the color, but I don't know. Is that tassels? Have we gotten away from fringe just
don't
to be
tell me
eaten
but
alive by
no.
tassels?
No, I don't
We're
think
not
that
going back to the tassels.
like tassels. Oh, let me share this screen. I want to say that it's the layers, but darling is right. These is fucking tassels, and um,
Mm-mm.
let me make my.
Amaya just shared the same picture. I'm like, at first I was like, okay, the color's fine. I like the neck. Then my eyes moved down, and I said, what?
Do y'all see that?
Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
okay.
y'all.
Do y'all see
There's some shit Hope would wear. There's some
Hope
Hope for
from
the
the future.
future
Hope
shit.
from the future got away from. Look, I thought the whole point of Thomas being on the line was to get away from this fringe shit. Cause Lord knows I've been dragging Thorn ass all these years for that fringe bullshit. Now I'm gonna have to drag Thomas over some damn tassels
Yeah.
tassels?
from fringe
Mm,
to tassels.
mm, mm, mm.
Oh, hold on. Stefan said what passed Oliver. Y'all, what is
Oh wait, Oliver Jones is back.
no, he's asking because in the spoiler it says Hope is startled when her past meets her present.
That's what I just said. The only pass I could think of that she has that isn't in LA right now is Oliver Jones.
Right, but I was just answering the
Oh,
question. But you
okay.
stop and let me. What I was fixing to say was that is what Stefan just tweeted 5 seconds ago. He had asked if that's what that was. So I didn't even think about that either. Also because I'm doing other things. But then somebody asked if Paris could be pregnant. I hope not. I hope not.
It's been a minute. If she was pregnant, it would be. I don't think they could. Could they even say it was Carter's? I mean, it's been a while.
Right, and she hooked up with Zende on the damn wedding day when the Brit busted. When it busted, she and Zende pretty much was like, "All right, I guess we're gonna do this shit." And she showing up at the honey pot party and everything everywhere else. So if she's
Right. So
pregnant
The
with Zende,
way time moving, no bubbles. It could be Carter's. I mean, how? I
no,
mean,
Zende would be ready to be born by now if it was Carter's.
I mean, that was back in. That was before this. That was before because the Sin reunion was at the very start of August, and all
yeah.
of that stuff was resolved before Sin, and it's
Oh,
October
okay. Then
now.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Granted,
yeah.
though I
So it
will
might
say,
not be a
granted,
baby.
we they three of the same week three of the same day, so.
Mm,
Depending on how much they want to play with time, so that's playing with time a lot.
And
She,
we
I,
mm-hmm.
wearing these dresses, so unless that dress got some hellfire, what you call it, Spanx control, some damn snatch ass body shaper, she ain't pregnant because she been in these size -35 dresses, standing there
ooh,
model.
we got Shauna's return date. She'll be back October 19th,
Okay.
and so
That's
will
next
Justin,
week.
for that matter.
That's next. What day next week is that?
Is that Thursday? No, that is that's next Wednesday.
Oh,
Well, it'll
Aaron's
be
coming back too.
yes, it'll be a
Yep.
Thursday for us though, because we're gonna be a day off because of the hearing today.
Yeah.
Why would Justin be coming back?
I don't know. And there's Steffi rocking some royal purple. Okay. Let's see. Why they did say in the
Divorce.
fall. Oh, that is you could be correct. You could be correct. That would be a reason for Justin to come back. To because I mean, everybody try to use Carter for everything, but everybody can't use the same attorney. I mean, shit.
Mm.
Let's see. And Bill and Deacon face off over what?
Oh my gosh. That
Over
just killed me.
because Brooks' heart is broken now. Deacon probably done snuck over there. He need to watch his ass because Sheila just got through telling him yesterday that ain't nothing fixing to come between her and all of this.
That's right.
So
That's right.
he need to stay his ass up there in that apartment above the Olive Garden if he don't want Brooke to get shot somewhere and go and let Bill pick up the pieces. If he gonna be the one pick up the pieces, he better sit the hell down. If Sheila have
Hmm.
him somewhere half damn poisoned and out of his mind.
She better not. If Deacon is even, if that's even crossing Deacon mind, he don't got no kind of self preservation instinct. That Sheila ain't. That's nah. Sheila's not that woman. You can't be stepping out. It was enough that you exchanged words with Nicky Newman. If you think you can sneak over to Beverly Hills and try your luck, bro, you're not even gonna make it out past out the Olive Garden front door.
And won't.
She'll kneecap your ass. Katie informs Carter that she and Bill are over, and she admits she's attracted to Carter. Well, I figured that was exactly what was coming since
Don't
she was going to shoot her shot.
you know what? Don't nobody care because they already been there. Remember when they
Yes.
were sitting around flirting before and she was talking about how she was done with Bill?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't care no more. I don't care about
And
Carter.
see, it's in Bubbles. They did. Do you know who else they did the same move with? They keep killing off their own potential romantic couples by completely fumbling the ball. One of the reasons I don't care about Zendaya in Paris is because they did the same thing. They yanked her when they really needed to put her with Zendaya and let them build up a repertoire as a couple on screen, and then they dropped her in Steffi and Finn's house and had her fantasizing about him. So by the time they pulled her out of there and put her back where she needed to be in a position where her and Zende were a thing, I didn't care. They
Yeah,
have awful timing. Absolutely awful.
I
Terrible. Ooh.
just don't know what they do. Like it feels like Brad needs to be sent home for a while if they really want this show to flourish because Days of Our Lives ain't missing no beats.
Yeah, they kicking their ass. Even if they are Liam and Hope assist Brooke in her search for the truth. Here we go. We'll see how long it's gonna take. Steffi and Thomas
I'm
make a
not
big
interested.
announcement, and
Yeah,
Brooke
I'm not
confides in
interested in
Liam
that.
her hope for the future. Oh please. Uh-uh. Oh no. Oh no
We're
no
about
no
to
no
hear
no.
it's the forces. I'm telling you, we're gonna be hearing that it's gonna be back to Bottlegate. We're gonna hear 4 months of that. I'm not here for it.
That's what I'm
I,
trying to say.
the
I'm
most
just trying to be so just quiet here. Just like all I'm trying to do is disinterest myself in anything about that show.
Mm.
It's to know it's to me it's of no avail after 35 years that literally I'm just done with that. But I am quite enjoying Days of Our Lives.
the
Mm-hmm.
only thing that's
Mm-hmm.
interesting in all the spoilers for next week that I'm fascinated with is I want to know the reason they brought Shauna back. Other than that, and Justin,
It
because
doesn't matter. It's all gonna boil down to the same people and they benefit anyway.
Yeah.
mm,
It's
mm,
gonna go
mm.
back down to the Logans.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
Well, we can still have our dream storylines. That's what keeps
Yeah.
sit and talk about how I would rather see it go because Unless they can lock Brad away for a while, I see this turning into mushy mouth. So
Well,
I'll just
yeah.
pretend that better things were done, even if I don't see it. I'm gonna do like these other people do that just be making up shit when they talk about what's happened. I'm just up my own storyline in my head and I'm gonna stick to it like it's canon.
Yeah, I can immerse myself into Days of Our Lives. It's got so much shit going on. I ain't got to use my imagination.
You don't. Days of our lives. Now I
Yeah.
want to know what is going on with Chanel. Who she killed, y'all? Did she
Chanel,
kill
I don't
some
know. I
guy?
don't know. I have no idea, but she looked gorgeous in that goddamn outfit. Did you see how stunning she looked in that deep? What was that, like goldenrod, burnt orange? It was stunning.
It was
Anyway,
beautiful.
it was gorgeous against her skin. Anywho, she done killed somebody, but it seemed like both of them knew all about it and thought it was buried. I just really need to know and who the client is. Who's the client that dug it up? Is it somebody related to TR Coates?
I don't know, but
Mm-hmm.
my theory at first I thought maybe Sloan had gone rogue and she's, speaking for the client. But the way Chanel and Paulina was talking, they were really like, who could have found that out? Like we thought we covered it up. Whoever it was that died, I feel like Salone, she might be a part of that family.
Well, I don't think so.
Um,
Abe knows Sloan. Abe has a history with her.
yeah,
So I truly believe that she is just the agent for someone else because Abe
possibly.
is familiar with her, like, oh, she's a this and she's a that. So she working for, I think she indeed working for somebody. But who? But you know what? Every time Paulina gets a story on days, it's goddamn entertaining. I just tell you that. I'm here for it because that stuff that went down with TR Coates, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed it up until the part where Lena had to go to jail.
Yeah, it's about to
But
get good.
but you
I'm
know
just
it's
glad they
about
got it
but it's
back on the
days.
screen.
People don't stay in jail in days though.
I know,
Yeah,
and
well,
it's
the
sad that
actor
they
who
didn't keep
plays
her.
Lonnie not coming back though, darling. So that's why I'm happy
Oh.
about Days. Yep, and then Eli is gonna come back in December, but I was told when he comes back after the first of the year, when he returns, he's gonna return as a new character. So I don't even know what's going on with that.
I don't
But what
appreciate
I'm
that. So
happy,
how they gonna bring? Why they gonna? So wait a
they
minute.
gonna leave him out there. I got a
That's
feeling when
crazy.
he
They got
come in
them as the
December,
twins. Them twins
this
is legacy characters. They can't
what
undo them.
But so this is what I got a feeling gonna happen when Eli comes back in December to bring to let whatchamacallit see the visit the twins. He's gonna tell her that they have decided to stay in Washington. They just gonna make their life up there because that's gonna explain when Lonnie get out of jail why they not coming back and why he not coming back. But what I like about Days is because when they brought Paulina, she was relevant to Lonnie's story. So even though we're not gonna have Lonnie, they still keeping Paulina and Chanel relevant. And you see, that's the shit that Bold can't pull off. That's what I love about Days. You hear what I'm saying? Because we still gonna
Hmm.
eat. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, Sam, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Lonnie. But she's decided she didn't want to return to the show.
Well,
Hmm.
what I'm saying is the actress ain't never got to come back. I like Sal Stowers and all, but I'm always here for a recast.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They might do something like that later down the line.
Yeah, yeah, because see, the thing is that Lonnie had those two twins, those Carver Grants.
Yeah.
What's her what's their family? What's Julie's people? The Brady
But the
Um,
people,
Horton?
the
the
Hortons.
Hortons. Yeah, yeah. I won't. Listen. I get very upset at the idea of my little biracials, my
Yeah,
little biracial legacy characters
yeah,
disappearing. I
yeah,
don't like the even the hint of it.
yeah. You're right.
So that plan needs to be undone. Lonnie can be recast later on. To be honest with you, I'm trying to see because the yeah, and Abe Carper needs grandkids, even though they had done retconned her to not even be Abe's. That's
Which I really wish they hadn't done.
yeah
Yeah,
now
why
because
you did that?
Look, they done took the twins away from him. It's
Yeah.
like they only Julian's. I don't know
Mm,
that they gonna have to fix Elani's family
yeah.
for me. But I'm not gonna hold on to that grudge because Days is doing it well. Because like again, I'm saying my biggest problem that I used to have with Days was how old and dusty it looked. But the
Yeah.
sets look nice. The wardrobe is fantastic. The picture
Mhm.
quality is excellent. The talent is still top
Mhm.
notch. The
They got new
storylines
cameras,
always
girl.
popping. So I'm not gonna hold them. I ain't gonna give them the
Girl, we
last
got
minute.
brand new cameras and brand new sets, Sam. We doing it big. We doing big things over there on Days, girl.
Yes, and we finna get Stephanie and Gabby back and all that passion, honey. All that
Mm.
passion.
Mm.
When they get in that bed, they don't be holding back. They, I'm serious. The two actors don't hold back. They give it they all when they do them love scenes because they know that's what we be looking for. And I just can't wait to
They
do this.
got the best love scenes on daytime.
They sure
Yeah.
do. Y'all remember Xander's and Sarah's?
Oh yeah.
When they
Yeah, that woo,
proposed?
that was
Yeah, I
enough to
was like,
burn the TV
yeah,
down.
I know.
Yes. Yes.
Days don't be playing with giving us that heat and that fast. So, I'm gonna be here with y'all ladies all the way. I'm gonna be here with you.
Girl. Even the priest and the hoe used to be over there tearing down walls. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah, they say the
mhm.
priest and the hoe was the ones that got it popping over there and stuff.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, Days actually understands the importance of love in the
The
afternoon
concept. They got the concept down pat.
Right,
too.
right. Now listen, and listen, I'm just gonna put this out there. I'm disengaging from that other soap opera because I
Yeah.
already feel in my
It brings
bones
my
that
moods down.
Exactly.
they coming to see it next. They literally gonna destroy them next. They built them
Yep.
up just to destroy them next. So I'm gonna check out before I really get disheartened. And I'm gonna keep up with my days though.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
child.
Now
before long, Sam, they gonna be shipping out. They
I'm
gonna be
I'm gonna
shipping
have to
in with a Logan.
I'm gonna have to redistribute my investment because if they actually do this, I will be very Y and O will actually get some points from me because nothing makes me happier than when they put people I can't stand together in a relationship.
Yeah.
I think that they might put Nate disgusting ass with Victoria disgusting ass, and that's just perfect. Please put
Oh
them
my
together.
Well,
word.
she
Oh
had
That's just
yes.
chemistry with that
crazy.
Nate before him, the one before him, darling. I
Hmm.
wanted to see them have a go at him. I
Well,
wanted him.
the
But
thing is, Nate dropped the
Nobody liked that
dime.
Nate seemed like but me. I liked it that Nate too.
I
Cause
liked it.
he had
Oh,
an
I
edge
loved it
about
him,
himself.
Sam. Oh,
Yeah,
he
he
was
had an
a good
edge.
looking. Oh,
He had a
well,
yes,
real
Nate.
edge
Lord.
though. He like had an energy. Like he was
Yeah.
carrying the energy about him. I was just like, yeah, give him some more lines.
Well, BDE, baby, BDE. Yeah, but we don't get it
Mhm.
there. Now they got this little one. They like him because of his eyes, but he not giving it. I mean, like that was high school. The eyes, like I need more. I'm sorry.
I hear you. I
Well,
know that's right.
Nate did not sell Victoria out to Lily and Devon and them, and so the preview for next week says that she's going to find him a fitting place in the Newman organization because he kept his mouth shut.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Wait a minute, darling. Didn't you tell us that Elena was having a sit down with Devon? She was gonna tell him, Nate,
No, no, no.
like
She did.
everything.
She basically
She
put
didn't.
Nate. She knows. She put Nate in a position. She broke up with him. She broke up with him and told him she was going to take. She was interviewing for a job in Baltimore, and that she was leaving Genoa City because she can't do this bullshit with him. So he decided to go and confess that he had been given insider information to another company CEO. However, he neglected to say who it was. They've jumped to the conclusion that it's Tucker, but Nate refuses to name names and say who it was. So Devon is confronting Tucker about all of that right now, and Devon and Tucker is, he's denying it, but Devon's certain it was him.
Oh,
Meanwhile, Nate just sat up there and covered Victoria's ass quite good
wow,
because if he don't tell them, they ain't gonna never know the Newmans was plotting their demise.
wow.
which is
Wow,
which is
girl.
Child, you know
That
what? I
doggone
tell you,
Nate.
I just be listening to y'all in Y&R. It seemed like the Newmans just get worse and worse and worse
They
with their
are.
golly. I never did care for the Newmans because of their foolishness, but I just tell you, they just seem to get worse. But I did enjoy Nikki and Ashley and Phyllis plotting together because they really looked great doing it, and they're very talented ladies. I really did appreciate just to see it, just to see the three together. I don't know, maybe I felt nostalgic about Y&R, and that made me feel good to see those three queens sitting together.
Mm.
You know, it takes a lot to get me all mushy in my feels and shit. So listen, that put me in my feels.
I'm
I
glad,
don't know why.
girl.
Nikki, Ashley, and Phyllis, and I don't even care for Phyllis. I never liked Phyllis, but it did make me feel good and nostalgic to see those three ladies looking beautiful, still conniving and being petty as hell.
they are consistent. I will give them that. They
So
are
y'all,
they are
so y'all,
consistent.
I take it y'all don't feel not a damn bit of nostalgia when y'all
Oh
see
no,
those.
well that's the thing. It's like this. It's somewhat enjoyable watching them drive themselves freaking insane over Diane Jenkins of all things. It's just that at the end, it's the kind of situation where at the end of the day, I don't want anybody to get their way. Does that make any sense?
Yes, it makes perfect sense.
I don't want
Then
none of
everybody
them to
should
get their
lose.
way. Not
All
even
of them need to
Diane.
go in
I
their
don't want
grave.
her. I don't want her to get her way. I don't want Nikki to get her way. She
Make
should be
perfect
riding her damn
sense.
horses. I mean,
Make
so
perfect sense, darling, because that was my whole thing. Like I am enjoying when Diane first came back, I was loving the fact that she was gonna come back and give them a run for their money. But not to see her trample them though, but just enjoying them cut each other off at the limbs, right?
Yes, I get
hmm
it. You know, it's the petty, the tit for tat. It's the journey.
Yeah, it's
They
the
one
journey.
they getting each
Exactly.
other's one win this time, the other win that time. It's to get to the culmination of whatever is going to be the thing that shocks everyone and knocks them both on their ass. But I ain't watching Y&R, but
I know.
Diane
I
is.
can't get back. Oh,
But yeah, I know. But that actress, I seen some clips, and that actress that plays Diane is magnificent.
she is.
mm.
Everything on the map.
Susan Walters. Is that it? Susan Walters?
Yep.
Yeah, she's phenomenal.
I've been trying, but darling, even today I say, well, since we're not gonna get bold, let me try wine on, and I couldn't do it. It's like it's like I be trying and I be wanting to press play, when I get to the app and I just be my finger just freeze
And
right
that's
there.
and that's the problem. That's the
I
thing.
can't do
Your
it.
soaps, your soaps should not be making it a challenge for you to get into the story.
Yeah,
I mean,
I tried. I
like
can't,
there
darling.
are tons of people who I know think GH might be interested, but they're intimidated because it's such an old show and so much is going on. And, the characters are so old, the families are so old, and they feel like they might never catch up. But the thing is, that's different than this mess that the miasma you get off of Bold or Y&R. It just
Yeah,
be like, I feel like you just like it's just not gonna be worth the effort for me to pay attention to you.
yeah, yeah.
So why do I
So
want to
just
do
keep
that?
on. So just keep on going. Just pass it up. But
Well,
I mean, besides days and GH, I mean, that's pretty much what we could come down to because we see Bolden flopped around and
oh,
continually flop.
Bolden fucked up and switched in the fourth place behind and swapped place with YNO, which I thought was pretty hard to do, but apparently not so.
What happened?
Mm. I said Bolden messed up in my estimate and switched from being the number three soap to being the number four soap with their
Yeah,
foolishness, which I thought would have been harder for them to do, but apparently not so.
I
Yeah,
think I
they
I
done
think
fucked
you're
the
right.
line and became the show that don't rank for me. So I got my
Yeah.
days. I watched the last little bit of
Wait,
Y&R.
hold on. We got a little bit of information. So yes, Quinn is gone. Carter is devastated by Quinn's sudden exit from Los Angeles.
It's gonna be some
Um,
bullshit.
Carter got hit with a ton of bricks, man, says Lawrence St. Vincent Victor Carter. One day, it was everything he dreamed of, and in one instance, it's done. It's over. Quinn is gone, and he doesn't know why. He's trying to wrap his brain around it and deal with this huge amount of pain and heartbreak.
This
Do we
is
get
the
any more?
person.
Are there any more details? Carter thought I'm gonna skim down. He and Quinn were destined, but Katie says he deserves better. That's something he's heard before, but the common denominator is usually him. So let me.
Well,
Okay,
we
hold
said
on.
that last week. Didn't we say last week, Sam, they was gonna drag Quinn
Oh,
to her
that's why
exit?
Shauna's back. Okay, we also know why Shauna's back. After Carter reaches out to Shauna for answers about Quinn, Carter can't even begin to process his grief until he figures out why Quinn left. He figures that maybe the one person who may have some information would be Shauna. Shauna has proven to be a ride or die friend to Quinn, and he's hoping to get some answers. After he speaks with Shauna, Carter reconnects with Katie, who informs him that she and Bill are over. So apparently that is why Shauna is back. We figured it was one of those things. I don't know if that's the only thing she's back for, but yeah, that's y'all just didn't. They didn't just took all the flavor out the Kool Aid, the sugar. They only
Well,
use
they
half a
wasn't gonna
pack
do
for two
nothing with
gallons
them
of
anyway.
water.
The
You
only
know,
thing I heard when you read all of that, and I wasn't even in the room, the only thing I heard was Katie fixing to be Carter's rebound.
Yes, pretty much.
Okay.
right? I mean, they
It's
wasn't
I
they
don't
didn't
know.
depressing,
have
y'all.
anything
It's all trash, but we
right
all
because
said
they
that
didn't have
last
anything
week.
planned to do for Carter and Quinn anyway.
Quinn, no.
That's
So
why
we knew
Lena
it was to
left.
be
They
trash.
didn't
Yeah.
have anything. They was already putting them on the back burner. So this Katie thing is just to give him an excuse to be on the back burner with Katie's
Yeah.
ass.
Because she's not, I mean, when we get her once every 6 months, so he'll be back
Exactly.
on the back.
Hmm.
But,
Exactly.
it's trash. Oh, my
Exactly. She's only brought out to serve the purpose of
Well, for
talking
Emmy
to
bait,
Brooke
one of the
about
two.
Bill, right? Or telling Eric to leave Quinn. I mean, she's not had her own story in years. Oh, wait a minute. Was the kidney her story or was that more about Flo?
That
More
was more
about
about
Flo.
Flo.
That was about the felony.
So
I
there's
mean, that was the
Okay.
point of it.
Okay. We lost Sam. Talking about Bo just really depresses me now, darling.
Exactly, and that's the part that's. This is why I said yesterday that them making the choices that they made was really stupid because all it's going to do is tank fan engagement. This is what I
Yeah.
mean. You
Yeah.
don't feel engaged
No.
anymore because it's like, okay, it doesn't. This isn't a question that needs an answer. I already know the answer. I know where all this already goes. I know what you're
Yeah.
trying to do here. I know what you're trying to do there. So basically, you giving me 30 minutes. Excuse me, 19 minutes of bullshit. And it's
Yeah.
hard to be interested in 19 minutes of bullshit. I mean, this make me feel like I'm about to go back to the rough days after JMW went off to go trot the world, and I was like,
Yeah.
well, the hell with this show. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll pop back in occasionally and watch here, there, and everywhere and see whatever. Oh, that's and see what's what. But I mean,
Yeah. It's a completely, it's like that falling feeling, like at the pit of my stomach. It just, oh gosh.
the only thing I could say that I'm glad for is that of social media. Not just because I get to, meet nice people like you ladies, etc., and gentlemen out
Oh,
there
well, thank you.
who are also soap fanatics. I get to
Oh,
see what's coming, so I know that yeah, I can. I mean, because I try to imagine watching what soap watching would be like now if I wasn't, spoiled, so to
yeah.
speak. If I
Yeah.
didn't know what I knew, and I'd be like, oh, I mean, and the thing is, spoilers were a thing that weren't really a thing 10, 15 years ago. That the only spoilers you got was what you got in the soap opera digest you bought, rather than what people posted online, say 15, 16 years ago or so. And it was like, oh,
Say I'm back, y'all.
well, oh, okay. It was like, you could soap watching without spoilers is possible, but with the predictability and the way they asses is carrying on these days, it's like, is it? I don't think I could ever watch soap spoiler free ever again, considering how things have panned out in the last few years.
Election Storm say, "Are we going to bowl live to drag?" Yes, I'll be there.
Oh yeah, I think that's gonna be my, how do I put it? My dying gasp of protest, because at this point it's like, you know what? Honestly, I think honestly, my thing is I feel like they threw John McCook to the wolves this week, because I think they
Yeah,
kind of feel like that's their best shot at not having this entire
to
live
engage in our
go
drama. Yeah, to
go to
engage with
hell.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because the
they
thing
don't
is,
want to engage the fans because they know we
yeah,
coming with conflict. So they
exactly.
threw John McCook out there to try to dodge, like a shield. But I'm still, I got
Because
three
he
questions.
doesn't.
One for McCook,
Mhm.
but the other three is for this BS.
Yeah, because think about it. Eric does not have any prominent part in this story coming up. He
No,
doesn't. His big story was, him and Quinn being over, and him with this pickleball madness and this bullshit. And they haven't teed him up for anything else. So why would they suddenly decide that John McCook was the best person to put in
yeah,
this spot for this week?
they
Because
knew
you can't.
exactly what
Yeah,
they was doing.
they can't put Matt because they just did him. JMW and Tanner are
Oh,
not front burner in this story, so it wouldn't be them.
don't
They're
let me forget.
sure. Hmm.
Go ahead. Don't let me forget, but go ahead.
Oh, okay. So so they knew that information about Thomas having made the CPS call and all the other things that people are not exactly happy about would drop this week. So they went ahead and they put Vincent in last week because they weren't going to put him in this week with this shit coming down the pipe. That so they dropped the most vertically the person who's vertically the furthest away from all of this mess storyline wise in the Bold Live, because remember, they never even rescheduled Annika's spot because they had to
No,
cancel it because of a taping conflict. And then when they came out with the schedule for October, it was like, they didn't put Annika in. Okay, I guess we'll get back to her at some point. But since one of the stories going on is actually germane to her character, you would have thought that they would have, prioritized the characters who are involved in this mess over characters who are not involved in it. But no, they're just throwing Mr. McCook to the wolves because they know people are gonna be pissy tomorrow, and rightfully so.
yeah.
I'm cynical. I don't believe anything is by chance. Yeah, y'all
So
did
don't
that
let
on
me forget.
purpose. Oh,
So
now what were
guys,
you trying to say, Sam?
Yeah, go
J
ahead,
Matt,
Sam.
J Matt posted today about being the anti-villain. He
Yeah,
said, since all his characters are going bad, he was thinking about being an anti-villain in a western. And
that's
then did
right.
y'all see that he said at Nashville, Tennessee?
Yes, yes, I saw
Bubba.
Yeah, he's
that.
in Bubbles. He's in Bubbles' neck of the woods.
Well, but so this was my thing. Um, uh, going out, saying maybe I'll, try to be, maybe I'll try to star as a villain or an anti-hero. Why at Nashville? Like he's leaving or might leave. So listen,
He might be leaving, Sam.
I never try to read too much into things. I saw the tweet. I always get my impression of the tweet first. And then I keep my mouth shut and I go back to his Instagram page and go through scrolling through things. And all I see is Matthew spends a lot of time with his new beautiful girlfriend that
Yeah,
happens to live in Tennessee, and they spend a lot of fucking time there.
yeah.
She's an actress too.
What's his girlfriend's name?
Brittany
Is
Ratliff.
it Brandy?
Brittany,
Yeah,
yeah.
she's
Brittany
cute as a
Ratliff.
bug.
She is.
I
She cute as a
mean,
button, and I think.
if
I think that is this. I mean, he's. I've only seen J Matt have two girls on his Instagram ever since he's been on Bold and the Beautiful. So this is not something
yeah,
that he
he a
just
little
does.
quiet boy. He a little quiet boy. He might
Right.
be getting ready to leave, Sam.
I
And
think
he
he's
might
getting ready to
that
pop the damn
Western
question.
thing. That yeah,
I
yeah.
think
He
J Matt
Oh
might be
my
getting ready
god!
to pop it
You
with
know
listen.
what? The only thing that would be nice. The only thing that's gonna bring me back to me being even slightly interested is if they let Brim actually happen. Cause I see some shit about Liam comforting Brooke. Let her come. Let him comfort her in the bed. I'll just go to watch the fire burn. That's literally me going sit in front of a building to watch it burn down. That would be the only interest. that I would have in that.
Yeah, but it don't matter because it's all gonna be washed away and undone because Thomas called CPS. It's the
You know
nine
what,
months trying
darling?
to
I
get the
should have
CPS.
sat in the back of the bus with you, child. I'm just so done.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
don't say
yeah.
that.
I
I'm
should have
pessimistic.
sat.
Don't say that.
No, straight up.
I'm a Virgo, so I am overly analytical and way practical, and I always think the worst. So no, I don't want to steal nobody joy from trying to
Yep.
enjoy the stories that they get. It's just that my thing is that it's like my whole thing was that with Bold they have a prime
Mm,
directive, just like they have on Star Trek. On General, all shows have prime directives. On General Hospital, one of the main prime directives is that Sonny Corinthos will always pull a bitch. Okay, that is
mm.
that is GH. Just Sonny
Look,
could
Bubba's
be
dog
80.
barking again. She might
Sonny Sonny
like
Corinthos
a
could
big
be
cat.
99.5 years old and he will still get a woman and potentially knock her up. That's just canon. That's just
Yeah.
something that is woven into the tapestry of Port Charles, and you will never ever get away from it.
Well, you know
And
Yeah.
why?
oh,
Look at
mm,
Sonny. Look at
Yeah.
goddamn why? Look at this
mm.
motherfucker. Sonny
Yeah.
been fine all his goddamn life.
Yes, he
That's
Sonny can
has.
right.
still hit it. Me and Sonny could be in the nursing home together, and Sonny could get it, honey. He
Yeah.
Exactly. Sonny would be
get
rolling
it.
Just
himself around the nursing home,
that's
and
true.
he'll have a woman in each wing.
On each
He he
wing.
he will manage to make it work. So because
He'll have one on each wing.
I understand that about General Hospital when it comes to his character, it's not as bad now because the canvas is way more expanded than it was in the Guza Pratt mob days when all you had was Sonny getting somebody pregnant every year, and it drove me crazy for a few years. Or cheating or sleeping with someone every 6 months.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would drive anybody
that
crazy.
was that drove me nuts for a couple of years. But because I understand that about GH and Port Charles, I can deal with it. On Bold, their prime directive is that Brooke Logan does not lose. She don't lose. She don't lose.
Never.
Not
Never.
especially not when it comes to love, and especially not when it comes to her man. And her chosen man of the moment is Ridge. So when the whole even when they invested and chose Krista so well because she is a great Taylor recast. She's the best we could have asked for, to be perfectly honest. Next to having the original portrayal, we got the next best thing that you could possibly get
But you
when it
know what,
comes to
darling?
recasting a character.
But we can all say this though. We had rather them not recast or let Taylor stay away if they was just gonna bring Taylor back to do that to beat up on her again.
Right. And
Regardless
that
if
was
it was
the
Hunter Tylo or KA, because at this point,
hmm
if that's what they're doing, it'll be a total waste, darling. I mean, dude, and
that
Yeah,
was
you
the
because it
fight.
know,
sounds just disgusting to me and unpalatable
yeah,
to have Ridge staged up there like he just had sex with Taylor and being regretful. To me, that's distasteful. What's romantic about this?
It is
So it's
distasteful.
nothing romantic about it. So that tells us everything we need to know. It's not about Taylor. It's about
No,
Ridge
it's
and Brooke
not.
as usual. And they tied in Douglas's custody, which disgusted me to the point where I just can't be disgusted no further.
yeah,
It was the main
yeah,
reason where people have been talking about a Taylor recast for years, and
yeah.
because there was lots of things that were going on that were problematic. Well, it was like it's a problem that Taylor's not here for, and I agreed. It was like, but the thing is, I don't blame Hunter Tyler for not coming back, and I don't really want to see a recast of the character if they're not going to do right by her. And this is exactly the kind of shit that I didn't want to see. I
Y'all,
was, I,
I'm gonna
hmm?
say something that concerns me, and I think about it every time they play the full opening sequence. Y'all notice how everybody has multiple pictures except for Crystal?
She only got one,
She only
and
got one, and it
fans
took
been
forever.
complaining about it. Yep.
And it
Yes.
took forever just to get that one at that.
The three times it took three different so-called shoots to get that one
To get
photo.
one picture. Right. So I'm
To
like,
get
where's
one.
the rest of her pictures? Because if you sit there and count, even Zende has more than one picture up.
Yeah.
Eric's got two or three of them.
Right.
What you think that's so? What you think that is? Because I've always found it kind of sus, Bubbles.
I
That
think
she's
it's
not
all,
permanent.
yep, I think it's all temporary. She ain't permanent. And when
Yeah.
she breaks her heart, she gonna leave again.
And then it's
And
probably going to be permanent at that point, because I think the purpose is they just want to settle it once and for all to kill Trish. Remember, I said earlier that it feels like it's just they trying to kill, like they kill steam by making it a detestable thing. It seems like to me they
Mhm.
just want to close the door on it. You know, they despise things that they don't understand. They, you know, if you ain't shipping, you know, the Logans with their destinies, they just don't get it. They, if they can't make you like what they like, they just gonna make you hate what you love.
that's right.
Which and you know
Perfectly
what?
put. Well put, Sam.
That's a damn word, man. That is a damn word. But the part about that is disgusting more than anything is simply the fact that Tridge been dead for a long time.
So they
Tridge has been,
resurrected it just to bring it
yeah.
back to kill it again. I mean, it's a blatant spit in the
Exactly.
Tridge
face.
has
And
been.
how you gonna have Taylor not having sex with nobody out there? Ridge not having sex since last November, but looking disappointed with Taylor, like that,
Oh
like
man,
that aged, oversexed whore is the epitome of what intimacy and romance is.
I
What
don't.
the
Yeah.
fuck?
Mm.
Is
It's
is exactly
insulting.
what's to be
It's
expected.
insulting as
Oh, it
a
is.
woman between the age of 18 and 49. I didn't like it when they
Mm.
did it in 2018, when they had Liam getting a whole knocked up and pregnant while he had a pregnant wife. These things are disgusting. There's no way
And
to
the
make it
redo.
romantic for me.
And the redo, Sam. When they had that old dirty one night stand after the mannequin issue, they that disgusting too.
It was so disgusting how Liam, Steffi says I'm pregnant, and his first concern, I gotta tell Hope.
Yeah.
This all these stories are the same, y'all. They're all the same.
It really is. And the sad part, and like I said, the sad ass part about all of this is
Mm-mm.
that when we were coming back from Monaco, because things had gone so well, quite against everyone's expectations, we thought maybe they got the message and understood that maybe they needed to write things differently. But no, they didn't get any messages. Monaco, honestly, Monaco is starting to look like a goddamn aberration.
Well, no, it's what they do. They build something up so they can tear it down. Just bringing in, you
Mm.
know, you heard everybody. Oh, Brooke, Taylor's no, they, you know, still say Ridge and Brooke are destiny. They don't have to worry about any real angst. They just get upset and mad when their favorite character is uncomfortable. But they already know that no matter what hell they go through, they're gonna end up back together at the end of the day. I
Yeah.
mean, it's so to them they complain, but they already know what time it is. The writing is going to be the same for Taylor. They write Taylor like she's not good enough. She can't compete with Brooke. They write Steffi like she can't compete with Taylor. Like I say, the blonde, like the
Oh,
brunettes can't compete with the blondes.
yeah.
And the dudes that they competing for ain't worth it to begin with. And
Yeah.
they are tragic and treat everybody like shit except for themselves.
That's
I'm,
right.
you know, in my age, I have found better shit to watch.
Yeah.
Ain't that the truth?
You're right, Sam. You're
As a
right.
woman, if I got to be disgusted to watch the content as a woman,
Mm.
then it's not really for me.
Yeah.
They not marketing that for me. If I'm
That's right.
disgusted by it, what do I
Yeah.
find appealing by these romances where you literally got him saying the things that he's supposed to be saying to the woman that's been waiting on it, and he thinking about what the lie he finna tell? What the hell is romantic about that?
Girl, I
And then y'all took us on location for this shit? Boop.
Because it's not about Taylor. It's about Brooke and Ridge. They gonna take it on vacation. That's great for them. Brooke got her scene on the bridge. That's probably where they gonna reunite in December or New Year's Eve in Aspen at the bridge. Steffi probably gonna buy the place to add insult to injury. Steffi probably gonna buy the place, and Ridge and Brooke probably gonna end up there on New Year's Eve where we all started. After when why did I drink?
yep.
So, like I said, this is what angers me. All this year has been nothing but a waste of time. Nobody has progressed and moved forward one damn step beyond the same place we were last year. No change has made. Tom Douglas gonna go back to the Logans. Ridge going back to the Logans. What's different?
And I really didn't, like I said, Tridge would have been a constellation prize for me, but I didn't have all my chips on Tridge. All my chips was on Douglas.
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 I mean, yes, all my chips was on Douglas. I mean, there
That's
was,
how I
yeah,
was, Sanchez.
from being an original viewer, OG Stephanie Douglas fan, just to know the pieces on the board ain't where they should be on board. That was my whole thing. I wanted to hang in there long enough just to see my grand tot go home, y'all. I
Well,
mean, like, I didn't care what else was going on with them logos. I don't give a damn as long as Douglas was where he needed to be.
that's
Like,
all
I
we asked
don't.
for. We
That's all
wasn't
I
out here
wanted.
pretending
So
to be
that's really all
Exactly.
I
we
wanted.
wasn't
Trench would
That's
have been a constellation prize.
right.
If we
Sanchez.
got
I
Trench in the
feel you
process,
because
thank you.
Sanchez, I feel you because I've been at the back of the bus on Tridge, so I have
Gosh,
not been checking for that in months.
yeah,
But Douglas actually going back to Thomas and
yeah,
Thomas raising his kid. I was like, okay, you know what?
That
I'm
was
not
worth
gonna
it.
get. Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna get what I want out of Tridge because I know that this is a goddamn setup. I just don't know what the
yeah,
setup is, but I know it's a trap. But it can't be a trap for Thomas to actually get back to raising his son like he should be.
yeah,
That
yeah. I
that's
just
pretty damn
knew that was
straightforward.
coming. Yes, yeah. I just
Right.
knew we was getting that because I'm like, they done went dug him up out the cabinet. They done made Thomas a presentable man. I'm like, yay, Thomas. Douglas is coming back home, y'all. I mean,
All
even
just to take it away.
you see what I'm saying? All just like, why you could have left him there, Sam?
Right.
They
That's
could have
like
left
kicking
him
that away.
there.
Exactly.
That's why I feel so insulted. And I feel I'm literally, I'm a Sagittarius. I usually go with the flow. I don't hold grudges. I forgive easy. I'm like the nicest goddamn person ever. But when you fuck me over, that's it. You done it too many times. That's where I
Yeah,
am with this. That was an open wound that they literally just snapped the band-aid off to aggravate it and put
yeah,
Douglas right back in the same place again so we can start out where we were. We right back in
that's it.
2019.
We was already where we didn't want to be to begin with. You could have
Yeah,
just left our
just
ass
leave
there if
us
this is
there.
all
They
you was
should have
gonna
just
do.
left us there.
We
They
was
why get
miserable.
us?
We was miserable, sucking up our little sin crumbs when we got it every now and then, quarter crumbs when we got it every now and then,
Yeah,
and we waited
yeah.
through the rest of the bullshit. But we can't even have that.
We can't, but
Nope, not allowed.
girl.
You can't just be miserable. It's like it's not enough for you to be miserable and unhappy with the direction of the story. No, we got to dangle a carrot in front of you and pretend that we're going to give you something else just to knock it back and put you back at square one all over again. It is
Or worse.
disgusting.
I mean, at this point, we know Ridge gonna go back home. Douglas going back to the shed. Are we gonna lose Finn in the process too? We
Yeah,
always seem to end to lose something extra. We
yeah.
always seem to lose something extra in the deal, like Thomas losing Douglas the last time. So what is it? What we gonna
They
sacrifice?
gonna
Is
leave
Liv going after
Stepfield
Kelly?
single. They gonna leave Stepfield single mother again. They might have Sheila take Finn out for good. I'm telling you, because
Whenever,
they don't
yeah,
want to
whenever
write
they,
for them, Sam.
well,
They
whenever they
only writing
decide,
for the Logans. They only writing for the Logans. They don't want to keep up with it, Sam. I'm telling you. I wouldn't be surprised if they pull Sheila out the corner to go and finish Finn off, just
Right,
so Steffi can be over there unhappy, pining
for Liam.
for Liam again, so
Exactly.
they can take Lope out of that 2% and get them some angst again. That's
So
all they want to do.
where's Lee? Where's Lee? Where's Jack?
They don't. Yeah,
Where's the
that's another
Finnegans?
thing. Wasted characters. Where's Jack? We
Rita
couldn't even
Sofer
get him.
left her
His
whole job
son, his
because
son
she
almost died, and we found out he was living, and we can't even get a visit from Jack. I don't even care if it's just so Lee
they
can
didn't
cuss
even,
his ass
even
out and
if we,
drag him.
even if we didn't get a visit, we don't even get a word. They
Yeah,
didn't even think enough to work the dialogue into the script to explain that Finn went to go see his dad, you know, and let him know everything was okay. They didn't even think enough to work that in there, which has been a burr under my saddle since Finn was alive,
you see what I'm
the
saying?
reunion happened.
You see what
right.
I'm saying? And
So
then you
to yeah.
gon' check for renter a month before her contract expire. When she done been sitting up there this here whole time and they have nothing for her.
Not a
Nothing
damn
for
thing.
her.
She said that actress said that she felt like she deserved better.
And she was right.
She
We
was.
deserve better. But see, but we can't
Correct.
get better because we had to have, because it was so important. We had to have another somebody's tearing Bridge apart so Bridge can get a reunion. We could not get Quinn going after Eric Shares or Quinn and Carter going after Eric Shares. We couldn't get
Yes,
Quinn
that would have
going
been
after
fine.
Donna. We couldn't get none of that because we had to get another somebody's no, Thomas is tearing Bridge apart. Last time Thomas was after Hope. Now it's Thomas after Brooke. I'm done with it. There's nothing to invest in.
J Matt might be getting ready to go, y'all.
I
The
see.
more I think
I
Listen.
about
think
it,
what Bubble said
he's
made sense. No, not
what?
Bubble, Sam. Excuse me. What Sam said
Yeah.
made sense about Tennessee.
He might be getting ready to propose, but the fact that he put up "How would y'all like it if I was an anti-villain in the Western," that might be a clue that he about to do a movie or go on another show. Like we don't know. He in Nashville now. He might be getting ready to pop the question and make that his home.
I'm thinking it's more to do with the girl. I do. I think it's the more to do with the girl. They go to Tennessee all the time. I think that she's just at home girl. And even though she is an actress, I think that she probably spends a lot of time there. So if he's going to propose to her, he's going to have to at least at minimum be bi-coastal. I don't know where she from. Well, yeah, well, pretty much bi-coastal Tennessee down over here by me.
I think
So
I think it's a movie deal in there too for him to specifically say Western. I don't know because I told y'all that the other night they might be getting ready to throw Thomas in the loony bin or kill him off. Brooke
right,
might
but
push
see,
his
and
ass
that's
off the cliff again. You
exactly.
know.
But see, that's what kind of what happens when the character becomes expendable and doesn't have any discernible characteristics. They had Thomas out here for 2 years telling Hope to take Liam back, getting Liam off the DNA charges, getting their ass free from jail, all for it to not be mentioned, for him to keep the secret, but it be kept a secret, all for it to come out now that he got to throw it all away over Brook and Ridge. They have no investment in him. This is the fourth Thomas. I think that J. Matt has finally got a damn clue. After since 2019, he's never had a legitimate love interest or a legitimate story about his own goddamn perspective.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at this point I've given it up for dead because there ain't
Yeah.
no way in
He
hell
did.
you should have cast a man that looks like J Man looks, let's be quite honest, in the
Come on.
character of Thomas Forrester, the firstborn child of a
Legacy,
super
baby.
couple,
That's right.
and you have not given him
Legacy.
you have not given the character a legitimate love interest from the moment he was recast in 2019. It's 2022. That is years in soap time where he hasn't even, I mean, the closest thing he's gotten to a love interest was Zoe, and they tanked that right away outside of this Hope
Yeah.
obsession. So no,
And
Yeah.
we was down for that too. They had
yeah,
We
interest.
I
wanted
wanted
Zoomer.
Zomas.
I
I was
wanted
10 toes
Zoomer.
down for Zomas. I was like, they both coming off a rough patch. This mess with Beth. They're both in the same kind of spot. So they're in a unique position to actually appreciate each other. And then they just decided that
Mm-mm.
they were going to tank it and just, do
Y'all.
whatever.
Yep.
Y'all. So listen. We should have left when Susan Flannery left, y'all. We knew it was the bullshit was coming up. She said it was the bullshit that was coming up. She didn't like the
Yeah.
politics of the show. She was right. She said it then, and it's just been went further downhill ever since. I
Well,
Well,
mean,
everybody that
wait.
leaves, you have to put it. You got to keep it in perspective, though. We're not gonna say everybody that leaves, but there's been many vocal actors that leave that show unhappy. Well, who was it?
well, Ron Moss pretty
It
much
was
said
Jacob
what it
Young.
was.
Jacob Young. That's who I was
Hmm.
specifically calling
Yeah.
for. Jacob Young and Rena Sofa. Their interviews
Oh,
after they
Jacob
left was
Young, I
silence.
seen his article. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
He did, but you know what? He put it out there like Ron Moss put it out there, baby.
Right, putting it out there. So the problem is that um, uh, just like we get frustrated, can you? We know that the actors have to. They have to attach themselves to the character because they have to become that person every day at work. So
Yeah.
you know that
Oh,
they get
that's the
tired of no progress for the character too. It's like, well, goddamn, when is Thomas gonna actually get married and have a family life? You feel me? Instead of
Yeah.
just keep playing this psycho shit that
same
about
thing for
everybody
Carter.
else. Right.
Those characters are never going to get a fair shake. And of course, the article proved to be exactly correct. After Katie tells Bill she can't trust him, he finds out about about Ridge leaving Brooke, and where he take his ass straight to Brooke's house.
Well, I think that's what they had Othello. I think Othello was in the trees, maybe spying for keeping an eye on everything for
Exactly.
Bill. Yep, yep.
Right. She can't be single for one moment. I mean, not even the
Well, wait, that's
idea.
the part. That is the part that's actually hilarious. When he gets there, Brooke is like disappointed that it's not Ridge, and he tells her that he knows about what happened, and she tells him that he should leave because Ridge is things with her and Ridge are already terrible, and if he sees you here, it's just gonna make it worse. And he tells her, "Well, Ridge isn't coming back, Brooke." And then Liam show up in there and run his ass off and comforts Brooke.
Ah, girl.
This is so
I
pathetic.
tell you what, call me, darling. So, and I'll watch the fire burn with you. Call me when Brim
Oh
jump in the
yeah.
bed,
Oh
and I'll
yeah.
watch
That's
the
about the
fire burn
that's
with
about the
you.
only thing that I'm going to be able to tune in and
Yep,
actually enjoy is those two sleeping together. And
yep.
that's about just because it's a catastrophe, and it's like setting the building on fire. It's the only thing out of all of this crap that if this happens during the debacle, between the debacle of them of Bridge quote unquote ending and then the truth coming out and then them reuniting, if Briam sleep together in that interval in between, that is the only thing that this show will ever do that could legitimately make me happy in this circumstance. That's the only thing. Everything else is just bullshit and trash.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm still in the everything is bullshit and trash category with it.
yeah.
They Brooke can't even be held responsible for being a raging Karen. They have to have Thomas out here trapping her up for doing something that she threatened to do. So all the shit that she's been doing is gonna be undone. That all of it only happened because they were trying to tear us apart from the beginning
That's
to the
it.
end. So I just don't care.
I
I don't
was
care if she
right
screw Liam.
about your son the whole
She could have
time,
she could
Bridge.
screw Liam and it's gonna all get washed out
It's
under
gonna
the
get
same
put on
pass.
Thomas. If it wasn't for
The
Thomas,
oh,
it would have never happened,
See,
Sam.
but that's the thing. If you know how Brooke deals with her indiscretions, my guess is that by the time the news pops up about Thomas and what he did, Briam is still going to be under wraps. They're probably going to say, you know what, we're never going to talk. We will never speak of this again. There ain't no reason for nobody to know about none of this shit. It was a mistake. It happened. There's no reason for this to be revealed. It's all over and done with. And then after everybody's finished, trying to set an effigy
Get
of
back
Thomas
in their
on
corners.
fire
Hmm.
and get back in their corners, that's when the fact that this happened in that time frame, that's when it ends up being exposed. At least that's my guess
Charlie gonna come out and
because
say,
that's how
"Boss, I didn't know if you still wanted me to trail Brooke, but I was keeping trail of her, and I thought you might like to see this." And he'll give Riz the video of
or
Liam sneaking
something
his ass out of there
or
4
something
in the
proving that
morning.
that trash shit happened
Yep,
after
yep,
everything is resolved. Thomas has been villainized as the big bad who caused all the problems. Never mind all these people who made all their own individual decisions and did bullshit
yep.
they had no business doing. Blah blah blah. Like I said, it's like watching a building burn down. There's nothing achieved from it. You don't get any. You're not building something. You're tearing something down. So yeah, I'll tune in to watch that particular building burn when it comes to pass. But other than that, they could pretty much keep all of this shit. Only
Yeah,
because I've been wishing for Briam to happen for about 10 years because I felt like Hope needed that lesson because she's like the only woman in the family who Brooke ain't slept with her man yet. So
yeah.
oh, well, and
I
I
get.
mean unless you count the Oliver debacle, of course. But
Now
then
I
she
don't count that. I don't count it. That she was old. She was in high school. She was a kid. She wasn't even married. It wasn't this type of love like she got now, like how Katie loved Bill and Bridget loved Deacon and,
nah.
Taylor loved Ridge. It's time for Hope to get her taste of that type of.
Now, who called it when I said that Bill and Deacon were facing off, and I was like, about well, who said that it was gonna be over? Was that Sam or was that Bubbles?
Wait a
What?
minute, what you said? You thought it
Oh, your
about Bill.
phone, but darling.
Your
Oh,
audio
sorry.
messing up, darling.
Hold on a second. When I said before about Bill and Deacon facing off,
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
said for what? Somebody said about Brooke. Who said that?
yeah.
I did.
Okay.
You were quite right because Bill.
What to fight about?
Wait, Bill is gonna take his ass over to Deacon's house, and they have a heated argument because Bill recognizes that she has a certain vulnerability regarding Deacon as the father of her child, and he sees Deacon as being a threat to him making inroads with Brooke
Oh,
after her
Jesus.
split with Ridge.
All the men
Like,
fighting over her already. She just got dumped and they already fighting over her. I mean,
Literally just said that an hour ago that Bill and Deacon are gonna
geez,
fight over Brew up there at that room
girl.
Olive Garden. And
Like two dogs over a
who
bone.
the hell? They crazy. They really think that. I'm sorry. I don't know which episode that's gonna happen in, but it's gonna be a fast forward about now.
Darling, your
now,
phone.
darling, your audio. I need you to stop moving it.
I can't.
Hold on, let me get.
This is trash, y'all. They may as well name the show the Logan Show. Why are we still
They
here?
must.
Why don't all the Forrester fans just go? And so they can go
Because
ahead
it
on
don't matter.
and have their dying wish. They won't be able to survive the numbers, Sam. It will matter because
We
if
go
all
all
the
the time.
Foresters check out and they fall behind and they stay behind, eventually they will be a ghost. They will become all my children. They will become as the world turns. They will become a thing of the past. Eventually, they will because these productions, these industry, these NBC, ABC, you got to bring the numbers. If they can't make the numbers, Sam, eventually they will go away. They
Well,
will.
I don't care if they go or they stay. When I make my mind up that I'm not, when I wash my hands or something, my hands is washed. I don't care what they do. I mean, really, they can stay, they can go.
Yeah.
I don't
I
care.
want them to go. I mean, I want the actors to have them a job, but I want them to be smart. I really feel like these people need to be looking into, you know,
No, why?
something
Jackie
else.
like her job. She like her schedule. She get to have babies back to back, and she can
Yeah,
still
that's
go to work
true.
and go home.
That's
Right.
true.
It works for
I
her.
mean,
It
I
works
don't
for her.
care. I don't care about this. I don't have to see it disappear. I don't have to see it get canceled. I don't have to see it be last in the ratings. I don't give a damn. I just don't. That's just me. I'm just jaded at this point.
Mm,
I feel like as a viewer, I'm being raped and violated.
we
That's
are,
what I feel
Sam.
like.
You're not alone.
Well, you
I know
guys,
people might not understand
we
it, but I
got
feel
left.
it's a violation to me.
Damn, we got 3 minutes. It's coming up on 9 o'clock. Jeez, that time went by quickly, Bubbles.
It did, and it was only supposed to be 1 hour.
I know.
That's what happened when Deja
Hey, and I,
Valle
well,
popped
wait.
up.
I see since she popped up, Can. I see you joined us at the last minute.
Hey,
Mm,
I thought it was only gonna be an hour, and I was like, "Shit, I missed it."
It was supposed to be, but it kind of got
It's
away from
spoiler
us.
day. It's spoiler day, and I knew it was gonna be on longer. I'm like, let me see. And you guys are still on there. I'm so irritated. I didn't make it. I
yeah,
didn't make it.
yeah,
it's all right. We talked about days a lot.
yeah.
Hmm.
So did y'all see that spoiler pic that Tyra put out?
Yeah.
Talking
Of
about
Unfortunately,
Glenn?
Thomas found a new mate question mark, and it's a
but
mannequin in the picture.
that was that
Mm-mm.
was that was SOD being shady as fuck.
That is shady as hell. I just saw that. I side. I did kind of laugh though, because if they making fun of it, then it's gonna get addressed.
Well, I don't know. I was just, you know, that's kind of something, you know. Yeah, that's something. I can see J Matt might have to feel a way about it.
You think he feels some type of way about it?
No, I don't. I just be bullshitting. I think he
Uh,
about to propose to that girl though. I think J Matt about to get him a wife.
yeah, I think so too.
I'm happy my actors' personal lives are going better than their characters' their
Yeah,
characters' lives are going on this
that
regular
part.
ass show.
That's
But
right.
So
but
did y'all
bless
talk about
them.
Justin coming back the same time as Shauna?
Yeah,
Who?
I saw that. Justin.
I
But
don't
who
know.
knows what he coming? I bet
Oh,
you
he gonna
I
go
bet
do
you
something. Oh, I'm
He
sorry.
coming back the same day as Shauna on the 19th.
probably Queen related.
Correct. And possibly favor is going to be given, like, he still owe the forces a favor, aka Reg, and then Thomas too. So somebody finna pay up.
And probably for something I'm not even gonna care about.
Yeah,
Well, I
yeah,
mean the
I
article.
already know. I already know for a fact. Last time Justin should have been trailing Sheila. He was around here worrying about who Quinn was fucking. So I just can't. I don't. I don't have. I have no hope that this show gonna do anything right.
That there we go.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. And it looks like we done rolled up on 9 o'clock, ladies,
Yeah.
whether we intended to or not.
All
Yeah.
right.
It
Sanchez,
was
are
I
you
had
eating up a steak
fun.
off of me?
Thank you, Bubbles.
You are welcome, you
Thanks,
guys.
Bubbles. I'm sorry, I was late. Sanchez, are
That's
you heating up
okay,
a steak?
Ken. No, I'm probably not.
Okay.
Yeah, but Kelly, check with Kelly. I think she
Yeah,
opened one.
exactly. If
All
not,
right,
I'll see you
Ken.
ladies tomorrow.
Good night.
Bye,
All right.
y'all.
You
Y'all
guys.
take
Have a
it
good
easy.
night.
Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Thanks, you guys, for coming out. Everybody over on YouTube. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and follow us however you enjoy to podcast. Good night.